The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it? Yeah, I actually don't know. Can't hear you, Punch. This is a mess. Now we can.
Now we can.
Hey, we are live. All right. Yes. Oh, but Boog's here. Boog can do the intro. What a mess.
Wait, are we live?
We sure are.
Oh, wow. Yes, sir. Officially back at it. Boog Nice coming in with my boys that I know for a while. Sorry. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I got this. Yes, sir. We officially back at it. This is not Boog Nice coming at you with the A.C.B.A. Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 192, Community Comes First. Got the boys with me. Yeah. Poncho, it's Rick Dom, and
What up?
himself, Boog Nice. How's it going, boys?
How is it going? How was everybody's week?
It was a busy week for me. I've been working this whole week. I got back at like 2 a.m. last night. I am loopy, but we here. We chilling. Fridays are for the boys.
No doubt.
Yeah, same here.
What'd you say, Pete?
I said same here. My week was pretty busy. I don't even remember any of it, to be quite honest.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he likes to party.
Doesn't remember, baby.
Yeah, my week was I don't know, there was a lot going on. I only remember yesterday though.
Incredible.
But yesterday was Ashley's birthday. We went
Happy birthday.
HBD, Ashley.
Yeah.
Tell her I said HBD verbatim.
She's right here.
Ashley. HBD.
HBD, the most personal message you could possibly say.
Yeah.
That's what I tell my grandma every year, baby.
Well,
Fabio, when we all get together in New York, we got to go to this restaurant that we went to yesterday. It was so good.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
a Thai restaurant downtown. It was.
Oh, hell
it was
yeah.
amazing.
say less.
God.
Yeah, I'm sure we would all enjoy that.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I mean, if you want to talk personal messages, we just had Mother's Day this past week, right? And I made sure to make a post and tell my mom HMD.
Wow, that's great.
Wow. That's what I call a loving son, man.
That is a life achievement, man. Very good.
That'll be.
You did it.
How's your
Rick,
week?
how's your week?
Who?
Oh, mixed signals here. Rick, how's your week?
It was just like Poncho's. I don't remember a thing, baby.
Let's go.
It went by in a flash.
Let's go.
Well, speaking of the Flash, I literally just saw Ezra Miller getting arrested on a video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
again?
That was the best. Just what a fool.
This man is just terrorizing Hawaii.
100%.
I was surprised they didn't kick his ass out. Like, man, you better find somewhere else to live. What's going on?
It's not a very big island. Like, how do they keep letting him get away with this?
He's the Flash,
Basically.
baby.
You know what's funny is that like it seems like his real life persona is just like the fake persona or the role that he had in that movie with Amy Schumer, where he was like that crazy drunk college kid that like tried to have sex with Amy Schumer the whole time. Like he acts just like that, but in real life, it's pretty nuts.
Yikes.
That's why he was
Like
so good in the role.
Whoever casted him in that role was like, oh yeah, I know the perfect guy for this, and called Ezra Miller. It was like, hey buddy, there's this role, you were born for it.
Is it born? Is it nature versus nurture? Who knows?
Maybe so.
That's a shame.
Yeah. All right. Well, for anyone who may have noticed something different with the podcast format, we're Zoomers now. All right. We Zoom.
That's it.
Basically.
We're getting zoomed. You know what I mean?
I
Boomers
fucking
who's
hate
the-
this thing.
We're gonna be talking shit about our teachers in the text chat, and she's gonna email our parents about it.
Not knowing it's public. She's going to screenshot it. Hey, it happens. But Poncho, it looks like you're back in your old place. What's that
Wow.
about?
I'm glad you noticed. I have time traveled back 6 months, and I'm actually back in my old apartment. Yes, thank you.
Oh my god, are you trying to
Amazing.
tell me we're in some sort of multiverse?
Possibly.
What, we some kind of multiverse of madness?
Hey man, this multiverse is kind of madness. Oh.
Hey, we are going to be talking that a little bit later, though, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess
spoiler
so.
time, baby. If you didn't watch it, well, then damn, that really sucks. I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell you.
then you
Yeah.
can leave. Psych.
Then
But not
you
yet, but
can
not yet.
leave.
I mean, if you do want to leave a like on your way out, but don't leave yet.
Professional.
Rate, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, and then, but that'll be later. What are we doing first, Poncho? This should be exciting. Oh, he's muted himself.
Now he's muted himself.
Oh God,
You're still muted.
Himself.
I
There
hate
you
this
go.
fucking app. Yeah, we're gonna do community stuff first. We're gonna try it out this week, and then if it pops off, then we'll abandon it. Whatever. Who knows what happens on this show?
If it does well, we won't ever do it again.
Mhm.
All that.
Like all good shows.
Absolutely.
We're gonna try something out and go with what doesn't work.
Exactly.
We're doing the Rick and Morty. They did that like universal remote shit. Did really well, and they never did it
Never
again.
did it again.
So that's what we're gonna do.
But on that note, you got to turn on screen sharing, big boy, because
I sent you a link, dog.
Yeah, but you got to turn on the screen sharing.
Oh, I'm an
on
idiot.
on the actual room here. We're
Okay.
Zoomers now, baby. There's something. It's a whole learning curve.
I literally hate this. Or how about now? Can you do it now? How about now?
Sure can.
All right, tight.
Hey, look at this.
Hey,
Oh, right, I
so
forgot.
yeah, we're gonna do community
That's-
stuff first. Hey, guess what? It's no secret. By the time 11 o'clock rolls around, we're fucking tired on the East Coast. So I figured let's do it at the start of the show, and let's see how that goes.
Yeah, because if there's anything that we should be petering out excitement on, it's the usual toy news, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got some cool things from the community here. Let's check them out.
Go. The first pick right
Hey.
here is from Gary M. Smith. It's a really nice photo. All in all,
Oh yeah, I saw this. This was good.
I love just the look of it. Like, a lot of people really do a lot of great stuff with like this like misty and hazy, dreamy type thing. This is one of my favorite. Sometimes people sometimes it can get a little heavy-handed with that look. But this is like the perfect like situation and scenario for this type of look. It just works. And then for anybody that's curious how this is established, you just open up your shutter, just turn on a high shutter speed, anything longer than like maybe 4 or 5 seconds probably, and then just hit it with some mist and just let it roll. It creates this really nice rolling mist effect. When I was into like regular photography, I would go out to like rivers and like the ocean and shit, and then I would do like these long rolling shutter type deals for like sometimes up to like 30 seconds, and it just makes like a really cool smooth type of thing. Anyway, that's extremely boring, but this is how it's applied to figure photography. It's very, very nice. I just love everything about this. It's so cool. Of course, like, it's a multi-scale display using the Sentinel, and it's framed really nicely too. Like, this could have just, like, the way it's framed like really elevates this shot for me, because this shot could have just been taken without this forefront window or whatever, and it still would have been nice, but like just having the depth of this like little window in the front, I think it really elevates it for sure. Gary killed it.
Yeah, this is really nice. Definitely caught my eye. I see. This is the one of the very many Extreme Sets here,
Mhm.
and Extreme Sets has been on a heavy promotional campaign this past couple of weeks. Like, every other thing I scroll past is one of their ads on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
But utilizing ads, they've been making ads by just taking people's photos with their product and just resharing it basically, and putting links to buy. So very effective. and yeah, this came out really, really nice.
Beautiful.
Agreed on all points.
Yeah, I've been hovering on the buy button for this, like, space set. I just don't have anywhere to put it at the moment, but I think it's one of their better sets. A lot of good layering and stuff going on with that.
Yeah, that's when this stuff works the best, is when you can layer this stuff. We've said it from the jump, but like the way that they kind of upped their game a couple of years ago and made these like 3-dimensional versus just like backdrops. That's right.
Yeah, for sure. This is good. I mean, not to even correct you, Pancho, but this is not a multi-scale display. This is one scale, because this Sentinel is, 2 scale with 6-inch figures.
There you go. My bad. Excuse me.
Yeah. But just to make sure we get the terminology right for branding purposes. But yeah, this is great. I love the haze. Very good lighting. I like the lighting coming in from the side right here, so you get that nice depth on the back. Looks great. Great job, Gary.
What's next?
Even gave it a little podcast feature bump comment on here. That should be a thing, right?
I like this guy's his logo is nice too. Always appreciate a nice logo.
Oh, so now we're critiquing logos. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna sign company. What can you?
Well, since we're talking logos, how about that guy? Not to be a jackass. How about that guy the other day that uploaded a picture with like his watermark just right in the center of the picture? Huge.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
The whole thing.
He's protecting his art. There's some plagiarists out there.
I was wild. I was like, oh man,
that was wild.
It was quite wild. I'm not gonna lie. This is
we got Tom Green.
Yeah, from Tom Green, taking a break from skit comedy.
So this is what he's up to after the divorce from what the fuck is it? Drew Barrymore?
Drew Barrymore, yeah.
Oh man. Here he is.
I wanted to highlight this because it's
I got it.
It's really great panel. It's great panel work for sure. Just like using cutouts as panels. It's very, very nice. I really liked it.
Effective. Very effective.
These panels are digitally added, though, according to him. He says, yes, mate.
It's fine. It is what it is.
Tom Green's Instagram is Toy Art 2, the number 2, by the way.
Let's go. And it's just these, like, even though that the panels are digitally added, like the photo itself is very nice. And these Mattel figures they're difficult to make look appealing, to be quite honest.
Well, here's the same picture but on Instagram, and this is cool because he's got, yes, the Mattel figure is like older, but he's got it with that newer Mcfarland set in the background and maybe even the Batmobile there, and it actually probably scales better with those sets because the Mcfarland ones are, I guess, technically 6-inch, but just like weirdly stockier and stuff. So
that
looks good.
Background is like a weird scale. Of course, the Batmobile is a strange scale, and it's very admirable how he made it all work for sure.
I don't know about you guys, but these are my targets for $5.
Whoa!
Yeah,
the figures or the background?
The figures.
Oh shit! No.
Oh yeah, no
Not
question.
Me neither, brother. That's I don't think anybody is.
I don't know who is excited. I mean, yes, they've got the first Eartha Kitt Catwoman, but if you have any of these from Mattel, or even like the one that NECA made a few years ago, like, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's really funny that you say that? Like, that is literally the only one that ever sold in my stores where I would be like, oh, the Eartha Kitts are gone, but everything else would still be there.
But yeah, this is cool. This pill is from I think the Man Bat, this pill bottle.
Oh, okay.
Man Bat, DC Collectibles from animated series. A lot of fun stuff going on here.
That's it. It'd be fun. All right, cool.
Dope. Congrats, Tom. Hope your divorce, you can reconcile all that.
Hope you had to keep a lot.
Drew, Drew's a fine woman. I would be mad if I blew that shot too.
Keep your head up, Tom.
Stephen Smith taking a break from his ESPN gig to come and do some toy photography.
Hell yeah.
The audacity of this Spider-Man Noir figure is pissing me off.
I want to highlight this because the posing is like really nice on this. Like, we always say that it's what body is this, Fabio? Can you tell?
Yeah, this is a Black Skull Death Brigade / Stealth Ops Gomez with the what's it called? Night Monkey head.
Night Monkey. This
Spider-Man,
is the SHF
Far
head
From Home.
for sure.
No, I think this is the Mezco head.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that they did a Night Monkey. My bad.
They sure did, and everybody turned him into Robins.
Damn.
That'll do it.
And then I'm trying to. It looks like the hands are that too. I'm trying to figure out where these wrist things are from. They do look familiar though. It might just be the jacket. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a pretty common kit bash. This is probably like a GPS slot jacket and stuff, but this is definitely a kit bash that I've seen people do that I'm like,
I have the very same jacket.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
unmasking my Spider-Man for. Maybe I will do that. Who knows?
A lot of people, the biggest criticism for Spider-Man figures from Mezco is a lot of people feel like you can't get a lot of crazy dynamic poses, and this just really highlights that even with a Mezco body.
Because they suck at posing.
let's not go that far. But I just wanted to highlight this one because you can get some really cool dynamic poses, even though it doesn't have the craziest ab crunch Mezco bodies. Like you can still get some cool Spider-Man-esque poses out of this. This is super tight. Very nice picture.
Yeah, this is cool. I like how he has him, probably got a stand back here somewhere, but he like hit it by putting the trash can up in front. You get some good contact with like the fingertips onto here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really selling the illusion here. Illusions, Michael.
The illusions, Mike.
The tricks.
Yeah, this is cool. Let me give it the old like and a little podcast bump ski.
Wow.
All right, cool. What's next? Congrats, Steven.
Hell yeah.
Cool. This one is entitled Tasty. Oh, this is clever. This is very clever.
Marlo Demos, great guy, from what I can tell from this photo.
Shout out to the first comment, Lucas with absurdo. I'm talking about Lucas.
That's right.
Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah. This was really clever. Like, as soon as I saw this, I was like, man, it's a great use for this Clayface right here.
That's turning your Mafex QC issues lemons into lemonade.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It was really nice, man. I think this is the first photo of the Clayface I saw where I was like, man, this is what it was made for. And then anytime that you can hide that weird, I hate how his face sags off his bottom row of teeth. Like it's very accurate to the source, like what they like lifted it from, but like this looks so gross.
Boog, what do you think about this? Does it make you want this Clayface and or this Mafex?
Not at all, but I do have that Batman anyway. But did he just pop the head and the arms off and just kind of stick them in there?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, very clever. Who's this?
This is Marlo Demos.
Oh, it's Marlo. Okay, got it. MB Demos is his Instagram.
Look at this. Nice, Boog just knows all the Instagrams, huh?
Specific shout out.
It's my job.
Wait, Marlo what again? Oh, I think
MB Demos. Demos.
Gotcha. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna give him the old follow ski as well.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. I like him already.
One of those folks that has a very particular style in terms of his lighting and stuff like that. Like sort of like how Akira, you could kind of like pick his stuff out all the time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I was thinking like I was putting on this shirt today for, this is the Akira shirt that we did with him. Mm-hmm. And I just got it stuck in my head, like the Samoa Joe entrance from WWE. Akira! No! So if we ever have some kind of cage combat between A.C.B.A. artists, let me get on that mic and introduce him as such.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Let's set that up.
Yeah. They are doing Creator Clash or whatever it's called on YouTube, so we're not too far away.
Did somebody DM David Walton that we want a cage fight arranged?
Yeah. If we're going to bring back the photo tournaments, we need an actual combat sport element to it while we're at it.
I like where your head's at, man.
That's the final round. An actual
fisticuffs.
Which is how all wars should be fought between countries. Just the leaders get jacked up, they train for a few weeks, months, and then they duke it out inside of a steel cage. Anyway, I like this black sacrament that he's doing over here. This is cool.
Quite nice.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff here.
What did he use for that? Rice Krispies? What's going on? Snap, crackle, and pop?
Maybe, actually.
It's probably Pebbles. Or
Perhaps.
some
Fruity Pebbles? Are you
No.
crazy? They look like the rainbow to you, pal?
shit.
Look at Robert Ross over here.
Robert Ross.
Yeah,
Robert Bob Ross?
right. Okay, if I have one regret, first of all, anyone who didn't go back and watch the last episode, our interview with the RoboForge team from the Nacelle company, go back and watch that. Brian Volkweis and David Vonner. My one regret, it bothered me so much. I completely forgot my number one question for them. Which one of these is Robert? They have this whole Robert force going on. Which one's Robert?
Shut up.
Oh my god.
I just don't know. I bought it anyway, but
I saw today that they went up on Big Bad Toy Store, and David Volk was pretty excited about that.
Brian, but yeah, they are on the front page.
Yeah. I saw that he had posted about it on his Instagram.
Hell yeah. That's great. That means BBTS put in an order. Of course, you won't be able to get the exclusive bundle on here that comes with the T-shirt.
Oh,
This guy.
What's the markup that BBTS is going for?
$5.
$5?
Yeah.
All right, not terrible.
And if you get them, even for the two of them together, it's $110, right? So yeah, $5 each. But for an extra $5, you can get the bundle over at nacellestore.com. It's $115 for the nacellestore.com bundle with the T-shirt. So
Wow.
Leaving money on the table here.
Yeah, $5 Nacelle Toys T-shirt. Come on, guys.
Mm-hmm. In either the vintage or the modern design style. I mean,
You got a lot of options.
you do, and none with BBTS. Although it is good that they put an order in. This is good for any independent. Same with like Kickstarters, where even then when the Kickstarter is concluded, you can get everything sans the Kickstarter exclusives through BBTS. If you missed out. So this is great. Yeah, it's a big win for them for sure.
Yeah.
W.
Dubbed. All right. Anyway, back to Marlowe's photo.
That's it.
Good.
He killed it.
Killed it. Very nice. Yep.
Love it. All right. What else we got here? What about this Jurassic Park photo?
This was good.
I love
Classic.
this.
Yeah.
Classic. Is
This
that
was damn
a Hot Wheels car?
No, it can't. It was a set. It was a 2-pack set with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they sold them at Targets. It's quite
so
nice.
It's perfectly scaled, huh?
Yeah, it's scaled to the T-Rex. It's really nice.
It's genius.
I love
Very
it.
nice.
Yeah, this is cool. I think it would have been cool to just have like I know it's probably not feasible. Maybe it could have been done with a cutout or something, but to have like the kid's face like through the window, like reacting.
That would have been really cool.
Well, it looks like he has the kid right there.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's probably part of the car itself, right?
No. He's a figure. The kid is a figure.
Oh, okay.
Really? So
Yeah.
that door opens up?
Absolutely. This set is fucking phenomenal. I got it. Becca got it for me for Christmas, so I love this set.
Yeah, dude. People use these dinos a lot. They're actually pretty cool.
They are really nice.
Yeah, it really sucks that whole thing happened with that Jurassic Park team, because they're like the coolest bunch of guys you'll ever fucking meet, and these dudes love dinosaurs as much as
that was such a bummer, dude.
as much as anyone else.
Oof.
Yeah.
A lot of love on this here. Andrew usually shoots a lot of Star Wars stuff, Kingdom of Weird on Instagram, but stepping out of his comfort zone a little bit here, I guess. But yeah, he does a lot of big little small things, small things that look larger than life. So this is, still kind of within his wheelhouse. Got the spray bottle out, shot it outdoors. Looks good. Looks real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here's a little BTS with spray bottle, and then here's the T-Rex as it came.
Is this the same? Oh, okay. So it was repainted.
Yeah, he repainted it. Here's how it looks after.
Oh, nice.
I love how he's resting on a big roll of paper towels.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Here he is, second coat. Ooh, looking shiny right there.
He took a step by step, huh?
Yeah, dude,
Day
look
by
at this.
day.
Oh, look at the details he's adding on there.
I like where your head's at, Poncho.
And finished. Yeah, that looks really good.
That does look really nice.
Practically
stuff.
matching the bricks, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's 1/18 scale, 3 3/4 inch. He says, okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's a good scale.
Just like the figures in the car, those are 3 3/4 inch as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, little baby guys.
Yeah, because did they officially finish with the 6-inch Jurassic Park line?
No, I think it was an absolute failure.
Yeah,
Man.
that sucks, man.
Yeah, it does suck, man.
That just sucks. I can't even think of
they
anything clever to
re-released a
say.
bunch of the
It just
characters, but
sucks.
as 3 3/4 inchers.
3 3/4, like I don't know, something about 3 3/4. It's like extremely fun and easy to collect. Like you see 3 3/4 figures at a store for like, I don't know, like $8-10. You're like, why the fuck not? Honestly, like, I'll get a few, whatever.
Yeah, you're questioning yourself, like maybe I should give this a try, man.
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened with like World of Halo for me. Like $10 a pop. Like, all right, I'll buy something. Like, fine, whatever.
Well, that's funny you say that. I guess we'll get to that in the Mcfarland segment because that's exactly what they're counting on.
Oh,
All right, little teaser there.
Little
Cool.
T-ski. Yeah, Andrew Sherd, great dude. Killed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really cool.
Another thing I wanted to
Alright.
say real quick, is just like the thing that sells this scale really well is that he used a spray bottle, and you can get like those really like small micro beads of water on a spray bottle.
Yeah.
Like you can see some kind of like pooling together and making like kind of bigger water droplets, but the majority is like very small water droplets. That really sells the scale versus like just dousing it with water and then just like being
a drop
wet
that's
or
like
something.
the size of the T-Rex's tooth or some shit, which is great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bean 2099 saying with all the price hikes, 3 3/4 inch is going to become more prominent. What is this, 2008?
You know what? He might not be wrong, because if you're looking at a, $14-15 3 3/4 inch figure, then I've been dabbling a little bit myself in terms of
Star Wars
buying things that I want to do with the to pair with the Razor Crest. So $15 seems very reasonable, considering that in terms of the Star Wars stuff, those 3 3/4 inch figures are like better than a 6-inch figure.
Yeah, they're nice.
They have the same amount of deco per capita.
Yeah.
And you could still go back and get all the MU stuff for really cheap, and you have stuff like Acid Rain and Hia Toys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
the variety is
the exquisite minis from Hia Toys.
Oh,
beautiful.
And soon new entrant Mcfarland.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
You'll see. You'll all see.
We'll get to that. What's the next photo? Let's
Have you ever thought about buying a toy?
Look, I'm so glad you asked,
scale?
because it's this one from Patrick Ong.
Okay.
Oh my God, Wakanda's getting invaded by the Warhammers. Speaking of
That's
Mcfarland,
Another fella stepping out of his normal sort of comfort zone. Or Patrick does a lot of kaiju stuff, a lot of big little things as well. But when he shoots, regular comic Marvel DC stuff, it's usually really nice as well. Got a very particular style too.
Yeah, I love the framing of this. It's so nice. Just the way that these aliens form the border around it. So nice. I love everything about this photo. I love these little aliens too. I got 3 of them. They rock. They're really good.
these are pretty cool.
Wait, what? I see these in a lot of shots. Who makes these again?
Mcfarlane. Can you
McFarlane.
believe it?
Okay.
This is the most well articulated Mcfarlane figure I've ever held in my life. Unbelievable.
Hey man, get that Space Marine. I'm telling you, that shit is so well articulated. It'll blow your mind, man.
And this is from what property though?
Warhammer.
Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer. Okay, yeah, you did say that. All right.
They're like, well, they do a couple of them. There's an artist proof version too that I've seen some people do some cool repaints of. It's like a different head sculpt, but yeah, these are the regular versions.
Yeah, it's like a Cthulhu head sculpt. I got mine right here, but you can't even tell. There it is.
Old
Whoa.
Cthulhu.
A
Whoa,
very
whoa, whoa,
Cthulhu
whoa.
indeed.
Whoa,
Whoa!
whoa, what's happening?
It's an invisibility cloak.
Yeah, these look really cool.
Yeah.
These would be great for the Krieg to hunt down, in some space setting. I don't know.
That's
Here
it.
you go. Ain't no soft goods on these, bro. Get out of here.
Exactly. They're just that works. They're just naked ass aliens.
Yeah, these aliens are super great, dude. I love them.
And they are
Fuck
not
you,
welcome
man.
in Wakanda.
Yeah, he's going in and adding a loincloth on each one of these.
Maybe just the shaman leader.
Shaman
leader.
So it's all shamanic.
So
All right, very good.
That's P, who is Patrick Ohm Dios on Instagram. Patrick Ohm OHM_ Dios on Instagram.
Your memory is impeccable.
Very, very particular style. Very clean, cropped and contained. A lot of kaiju and Ultraman and type stuff. But
is he one of the Titan Masters?
He is.
Oh my god. Their mastery of Titans is unparalleled.
Truly.
Unparalleled.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Very good.
Oh, he's got CrossFit Thor over here with the chains.
Yeah, look at that. That's phenomenal. Creative.
All right, who is next? Who wants some of this feature? Hey, how about Rafi? Oh, I know Rafi. He's local. I mean, I don't know him, but I know of him.
Yes, Rafi Navarro, a.k.a. Raf Nav on Instagram.
Wow.
This is
The
good
Rolodex at play.
I don't know what fucking Ra's al Ghul that middle one is, but I'm impressed.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think I got to know of him first on Reddit, and then
nice.
He made the jump over to Instagram, and then maybe the A.C.B.A. group not long after that. So yeah, man, he's been in the community for a minute. He's been grinding, so it's good to see him putting out good stuff consistently and getting these features. Always
creative. Always, kind of thinking outside the box, and he is very good with panels, as we can see here.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to highlight it. It's exceptional panel work, and it's not even like there's good panel work, and then there's really great panel work that also really tells a good story at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a great example of that for sure.
Yeah, no words needed, no nothing here. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. Let me really spell it out for the people who might not get this. You see, Ra's al Ghul is immortal, right? Through the use of the Lazarus pits. He stays young, he stays virile, he does not age. So you see here how he walks through the panels through the different ages of Batman's career. So here he's young, while Batman is young and training, and then he's, Batman midlife career represented by what looks to be a Batman Sovereign Knight edition from Mezco Toys. And then later into Batman's career, as he has Damian Wayne as his sidekick. And look, you see that Ra's al Ghul continues to stay the same age throughout all of these panels.
Ra's al Ghul's grandson,
him is aging.
some would say.
Yes, his grandson right there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I thought I was bugging. Damian is Batman's son with Ra's al Ghul's daughter, right?
That's right.
Sir.
Okay, all right. See, I'm a fucking expert.
He is Damian Wayne is, for all intents and purposes, the heir to the demon.
Okay. Excellent.
Kind of show on top of his great panel work, Rafi has some really good kit bashes as well. So basically everything here is kit bashed. This Robin, I think, is using the Toy Wale suit.
Oh, okay.
It's custom made, so he's got a whole custom bat family to go with him too. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Looks like that might be an extreme set back there too. I'm not.
Yeah, no question. And a cosplayer as well. He plays Cos.
There he is.
Good stuff. There he is. There's the Robin I was looking for. He's got that Toy Wale suit over what I think is a Mcfarland, maybe. Not
Beautiful.
sure, but
look at all the gymnastics that DC fans have to go through just to get a full team. Somebody bless these people, please.
Love it.
Give them a Marvel Legends-esque line now.
I mean, I think honestly that's one of the reasons why it's so easy to fall in love with what Mafex does for DC, because who the fuck else is doing it?
That's true. Very true.
Crazy. That's nuts, man.
That's true. Look at this.
That crack.
Very, very cool.
All right, what's up?
All right. Congrats, Rafi. You got your podcast feature bump. Love it. Moving on. What about Grant and Holt with The Bounty Hunter?
I love this photo. You know what I love the most about this photo is the fact that he has this grain over it that really helps like sell like the era. It really emulates like the era that the trilogy came from. It's really nice. Like
and there's that lighting again, that kind of real kind of blown out kind of bright sort of sunlight. That seems to be the flavor of the past 6 months or something like that in terms of displaying. But yeah, Granton is also a big Star Wars guy. In fact, I don't know if I see him post anything aside from Star Wars stuff. Hence the name Wretched Hive, Wretched.hive on Instagram. And
as in of Scum and Villainy. Very cool.
That's it.
Exactly. He does very, very good work. Yeah, this was one of my favorites from the past few weeks.
Hey, there's your boy right there.
There's the Razor Crest.
Yeah, he is.
The Bella the Ball.
Look at that.
Yeah, his photography is a very nice marriage of tangible sets with a little spice from like
with a little spice, make everything nice. I love that shot with the Mando that he's got carrying with somebody roped up carrying him in right there. Yeah, that was one of my favorites too. That looks
really
so
good.
Yeah. Is this 3 3/4?
Nah, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's all 6 inch. Pretty sure.
Okay.
I want to say so too.
Is this Star Wars 375? Yeah, 118 scale.
It is.
That's how good. Yeah, there's no reason to collect anything else from Star Wars at all. I don't see any personally.
Like I said, I've been super impressed with their 3/4 inch stuff. The few things that I've purchased recently. And hey, it's easier to build dioramas and such, and
I think this is the Navarro Cantina set that just came out too.
Is it? He just
so.
Spiced it up with some extra stuff around.
Can be.
If it is, he did a really good job of staging this whole thing. It looks very good. He's got to have a pretty extensive collection just to even have these randos in the bar,
Yeah. Look at the old dude to the left trying to mac. Hell yeah, dude.
We demand Hasbro makes all these randos in the background. If Star Wars collectors or Mezco collectors.
I'm wanted on 4 systems. Damn.
Yeah, very cool.
Sugar Daddy.
It's beautiful. Right. I love this shot. It's so good.
Holtz, aka Wretched.hive on Instagram.
Yeah, the grain just put it over the top for me. If like you can add grain like this when you do Lightroom stuff, just by what do you call it? If in your camera, if you want to achieve this in camera, you can just like crank your ISO super high.
Yeah.
And then just shoot in low light. And then you will get that natural, like muddy grain and stuff that everybody is trying to actively avoid in like 2012 or something like that. Now it's a feature. It's great.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're being corrected in the comments. It's 3 3/4, not 3/4. We keep saying 3/4. It's 3 3/4.
Who said that? Eric?
That was Action Figure Expert, which automatically makes me That makes me distrust him because who can trust experts these days? What does it even mean, expert? You know what I mean?
Oh my
Like, that's why I get my medical advice from Joe Rogan and not doctors. You can't trust those guys.
I mean, he earned that title, man. I'm pretty sure
He sure did.
Eric was literally like one of the first people that I saw that I even knew of army building and really fucking army building. Like, you know what I mean? Like those early videos that he had with Star Wars stuff, with the gunships and G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch and all of that stuff, and like really, really army building. He's the one that like popularized that shit 10, 12, 13 years ago. So
well, until I see a certificate that says that he does not have donkey brains, I can't trust him.
No.
But yeah, 3 3/4 inch. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
We're no contractions allowed here. From now on, nobody's saying can't. You must say cannot.
I stand corrected.
All right.
Are those videos still up on your channel with all of the clone troopers and the gunships and all of that shit?
I hope so.
Yo, can you imagine if these were 3/4 inch though?
Stop.
3/4 of a single inch.
Yeah.
I think you're
like,
talking,
yo, that detail is impressive.
That does exist. Back in the 90s, they did micro machines and they actually made figures of this stuff. So.
Oh my god, I'm thinking of the die-cast Action Masters.
Baby.
Anywho, good stuff. Granton, I've
He
become a
does have
fan
those
of you.
videos. I'm looking at him right now.
No, man.
He's still
Incredible.
got the viddies.
I think this is the next one. Oh, here we go. Hey, what a great figure.
The man, the myth, Brandon Patterson,
Hell
aka King B. Cooper on
Killed it,
Instagram.
man.
Always killing it. Always very vibrant colors and great posing, and always sticking to the core A.C.B.A. principles, always incorporating a lot of cutouts and stuff in his work, always supporting A.C.B.A. cutouts. Brandon is the man. Always good stuff, always clean, great photos. So one of Fabio's favorites here, Mexico Spider-Man 2099. Is this the most posable Spider-Man that they put out so far?
I would probably say so, yeah. I mean, the movie ones definitely are more posable than like the comic ones. I mean, they're all pretty posable. It's just this suit is the best to allow for the posing, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, it allows for more range of motion.
Yeah.
It looks very, very good here. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to feature it. Because like
is there
this
no
is the best
fear?
I've ever seen a Spider-Man Mezco look. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
is there no like? I just want to understand because I don't own this figure. Like I the only Spider-Man I've ever owned with cloth goods, they're all Hot Toys, and their issue for me is always just that once you stretch that fabric to a certain point, there's just no going back, and you always have like a nasty ass fold. Like, does that happen here? Is that an issue, Fabio?
No.
Not right away. I mean, if you like leave it there for a while, maybe, but I'd be more concerned with like the red vinyl parts on there, you know, leaving a crease. But the blue part is pretty forgiving. It goes back.
Okay.
But again, it's good for the photo, but for longevity's sake, you know, you do want to kind of put it back to vanilla when you're done.
Yeah, check out his Instagram for a couple of little previews. King B. Cooper. I think it's King.B. Cooper, if I'm not mistaken. Koopa, King B. Cooper. I'm not sure.
Yeah, his shots are always really great. He has a very distinct style as well.
That King B. Cooper. Is this?
That's
is
it.
this him?
Yep, there you go.
There he is, a dog.
Oh, there we go. All right. Wow, look at that. Look at that beside.
Oh, and you know, I like the arrangement of the spider web there. Kind of blocks out the hole on the bottom of the foot.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
it's
got
not
one
all,
of
doesn't
the-
all the way block it, but very close.
Looks like he's got a gold skull ninja smoke cloud behind it too.
Oh, that's what that is? Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That's fantastic.
Good stuff.
Very creative.
King B. Koopa, I've become a fan of you.
Oh shit, Sneakerella is out on Disney Plus.
Oh man, can we just end the show, please? Nobody's gonna listen to us now.
Damn, who was just
all
talking
right.
about that? Somebody was on. It was John Sally, the ex-basketball player, was on the Breakfast Club, and somehow, in some way, he's involved with that Sneakerella thing. I think he might be in it actually.
Well, you know what? He's been in shows or like Disney Channel original movies in the past. So.
Oh, okay.
That
You
makes
know
sense.
that he played like he had a cameo in Bad Boys. Remember, he was like one of the guys that they used to like do some like I don't know computer hacking shit. He was a criminal, but they had used him for a brief moment to do some like hacking or something. I think it was in the first Bad Boys, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. He had the glasses, and they walk into like the quote unquote like computer room.
Correct. Yeah.
And they're like, "Yo, man, look this up," and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Somebody who over the past like I guess 10 years or more has become vegan and also a heavy proponent of cannabis and things of that nature too. So really interesting.
Shout out to him and Gary Payton, the weed kingpins of the NBA.
Mm-hmm. All right. What's next?
Last one.
Oh boy.
What about Brian Carter?
Hell yeah.
Oh, this one's
I know
one's
that
good.
guy.
I had
He's here somewhere.
his shot from this week. I favorited that too, or I set that aside. But then I realized I had this shot from back in February there too. He put out a shot this week too, where he's like, he's talking some guy down who's holding a gun. That was an incredible shot too.
That was a really good one.
And that was popping off for sure this week. But I genuinely like this one. I think a little more. I think this is really, really great. I love the framing and I love the depth of field with this. It's just really, really nice. And like even the posing on the cape is really good. So I just love it. Just love this photo.
This is very good. A lot of good kit bashes in here too.
Hell yeah. If you want, pull up the other one. I think if you just click on his name, you can it'll say all his posts in the group or something. But yeah, this is cap.lives on Instagram.
Is
That right there.
this one here? Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw this one.
He's really nice. He's really good at crowd building for sure.
Yeah.
Making like really dense crowds. And he's good at like hiding all the dead giveaways to who the characters are. Like, of course we know this is Jessica Jones back here. That's a Doctor Strange on a suited body and all that stuff. But like, you know, they're obscure just enough to where they could just basically be anybody, you know.
And you know, he was on this podcast at one point in time.
He sure was.
I don't know if Doctor Strange and Jessica Jones would be in the same universe as Superman. So for me, it's a no, dog. But seriously, yeah, this is good.
It's very good. Very nice. Brian is really good at like subtle like everyday posing. Just like just really like posing that like tells a story, but not necessarily dynamic, but just like really casual, relaxed type, subtle type stuff, which is good. That's something you need in your wheelhouse. I think that's something you should perfect before you even start doing dynamic stuff. So
I agree.
Yeah,
for sure.
You need a few of these before you start putting them up against Goku.
That's it for sure.
You know, a lot of people, especially in the group, sometimes, you know, they overlook that sort of like subtle, just, you know, clean crop, contain, like, you know, maybe just one character with some really great lighting, and, you know, maybe it's not Spider-Man, maybe it's not Batman. You know, people overlook the ability of others that just know how to display, period. Like, you know, it's not always about fight scenes and really dynamic shit. That stuff's great too, but like a display artist has all of these different abilities in their repertoire, you know. So yeah, I appreciate that type of stuff. A lot of those shots, I try to bump them as often as possible when I see something that's just very well done. That's just not dynamic or maybe not a really popular character, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Brian Carter, cat.lives on Instagram.
Hell yeah. And that wraps it up.
All right.
Yeah,
Very
we
nice.
could, if you just want to top this off real quick, just scroll to the Instagram a little bit, or let it scroll while we move into the next thing. But as always, we always trying to feature some of the best and the brightest from out the community. If you're on Instagram, you can tag us. You can use our hashtags, articulated comic book art, A.C.B.A, A.C.B.A fam, say it with cutouts, all those different things. You know, we search the hashtags, and we also look at when people tag us. And you know, if your stuff is clean, cropped, and contained, then we will find it and feature it. You know, we don't feature anything that's whack. If you look at our Instagram, I wasn't talking about on Brian's Instagram, by the way, but you should check out his Instagram too. But yeah, we don't feature anything that's not good. That's not great. You know.
Oh my god, I love this.
There we go.
Masterclass. Oh, so I guess we tagged the wrong person there. He said, "When did I shoot this?"
Whoa, look who's having a bad day.
He thought he was having a Mark Spector moment. Like, what's going on? Did I do?
Oh,
sleep
yo, today for the
photography?
first time ever, I saw a video of a baby pigeon. Didn't think it was real. But I saw
Wait, what?
Yeah, I
All
saw a
birds
video of
aren't
a baby
real.
pigeon.
Well,
Where
Mario,
did-
all birds aren't real.
We didn't see that.
This is pretty compelling evidence. They
You're
made
out
a
of-
nest
you're out
out
of
of
line.
an old AC unit. That sounds pretty fucking New York to me. I don't know.
I don't know, man. You sound like you're out of line on this one.
Birdsaren'treal.com.
Fam, I've never seen a baby pigeon. I lived
Neither-
in New York for 41 years.
Neither have I up until today. But you know, the computer magic, who knows? That could have been fake as well. So
It might be.
You must have watched Jurassic Park thinking it was a documentary, huh?
Sure. Hell yeah. So I thought this was great doing community stuff first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
man.
fun.
Like I said at the top of the show, by the time we're 3 hours deep into this show, I kind of just want to leave. I want to go to bed. It's 11.
But if there's any time we should ever want to leave, it's during, the news, if anything.
Yeah, when we're scouring for topics. What do you want to talk about next?
Well, we don't have that many news topics. Let's just go ahead and breeze through them. But yeah, check us out on Instagram at Articulated Comic Book Art. Again, we are always trying to feature some of the best and brightest throughout the community. That was Alan Palmer right there, that Spawn shot. He is the Late Toy Show on Instagram with underscores in between each word, if I'm not mistaken. I see something there from Harold Ruiz. I see something from Toy Fanatic. I see Real Toy Singing there with the Predator shot. I
saw this earlier. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, Michael David is another person that does a lot of really good panel stuff and a lot of great work with cutouts as well. He is the melon seed man that I was calling Melanese man.
That's crispy.
Yeah, man. Just again, just check us out on Instagram. Scroll through, show everybody some love that we feature, because if we feature it, it's good. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
This King B. Cooper again with that Superman shot. It looks like he's going into hyper sonic speed right there. That looks really good with the cutout. You know, Sonic Boom, maybe.
I wanted to go back to someone was calling out this Predator one here.
Yeah, that's Real Toy Scene on Instagram. That looks very good. I guess that's NECA stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to check that alien picture right there. Shout out to Halcyon Works. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but he does a lot of his own diorama building and stuff as well, and a lot of like, you know, not really mainstream, kind of like obscure stuff he'll do, but his set building is very, very good.
The best, I would say.
Yeah, this dude is on another level. He has his own fucking town.
Yeah.
Sure
Is that Aquafina?
I think it is.
It is Aquafina.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that Nora from Queen's Gambit playing chess over there?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't know that people like really hate her.
Yeah, people really hate her.
Well, she's a cultural appropriator.
She is.
I mean, where did she grow up? Did she actually?
It doesn't matter. Her appearance doesn't match the way she speaks.
You know what's well. She definitely is a cultural appropriator, but I will say that. Listen, I know rap, I know hip hop, I know lyrics, I know double entendres, and you know I understand. Her music that she has put out is actually technically very good. I got to give her credit where credit is due. All of the black sin and shit that people, you know, going on her about, all right, might be warranted, but her ability to make good songs, it's up there. It's not bad. The music.
I don't know. Poncho, can we flash the disclaimer again to make sure that everyone knows that the views reflected by the host do not necessarily reflect the entire A.C.B.A. brand? I don't want to be associated with it.
I don't know, man. She's from one of the 5 boroughs. I can't tell nobody from any one of those 5 places how to fucking talk.
If Twitter hates her, then I hate her because I'm just going with what's moral and right, as determined by majority.
All right, fine.
I better not see you play nice with her on a movie set. You hear me, Fabio? Hear me?
Okay, well, then I'll culturally appropriate somebody who likes her.
Fabio gonna walk up to her. Yo, I heard you're from Queens.
That photo from Trevor with Darth Vader on the horse there is also pretty.
Oh my god, yeah, this was for May the
great.
4th from our friend of the show, 112 Trevor.
Yeah, you know he
AKA
modeled this
1/6 shooter.
after I forget whose actual illustration it was.
This is the Death Dealer from Frank Frazetta.
Yes, it's modeled after the Death Dealer. Correct. Yes, yeah. So pretty brilliant.
Shout out to 1/6 shooter.
He's definitely
fantastic.
Doing some type of drugs to pick this up.
Just a creative individual.
Be like that. Hell yeah. Let's
very good. Only the best of the best featured on here. If you don't see it, well, if you don't see any of your photos,
wow.
You don't
fucked up.
You don't cut, let's just be honest, you don't cut the mustard, kid.
And I say that as someone with no photos on here recently, so I'm throwing myself under the bus there.
Better luck next time, sport.
But yeah, Darth Dealer is the name of this photo. Darth Dealer.
Wow. What a genius.
All right.
Very
so
cool.
we're moving into actual
topics, baby.
That's right.
It's topics time. Hey,
what do we got? Number 1, Toy News Podcast. We're gonna get to
Don't bother checking your clocks because it's topics time. We already know what time it is.
Ooh, you saved me.
All right,
I almost looked at my wrist there for a second. First up, the only real Hasbro news, unless you're into Transformers.
Who would do that?
Mm-hmm. Our friend Just Jay Hernandez got first look at the Null and Venom King and Black 2-pack.
That's it.
Yeah.
And well, people are praising the photos. People are praising his review. but the product maybe not quite as much.
Not quite as much. Huh?
Man, this thing is looking like a artist proof. Yikes! Like, what's going on?
Honestly, listen. This is what people of our ilk do. Make figures that might not be that great look really good. I especially like this picture right here. That one with the sword. Where you going, man? Transfer with the sword extended there, but it looks like Null is really lacking some paint detailing on these head sculpts, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm not actually too concerned or upset about the actual the body.
Yeah,
I was actually concerned that they wouldn't make his body look weird and freaky how it looked in the comic books, and it actually looks a little closer to the source material here in these pictures, even though it's still kind of off or whatever. But they needed to have really given us a super detailed head sculpt to really sell this, especially literally sell this at the price point that they're putting this out for.
I mean,
know?
look at this. Like, Jesus,
it looks like it's just a resin head.
Man, like this.
Yeah,
this
there's
looks
like no paint difference between the hair and the face.
This is like somebody like, look what I just 3D printed. What do you guys think? Should I take
100%.
orders? Like, you paint it yourself. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, Fat Man hit us with 10 just before we started talking about this. He said, saw the Jay Hernandez Null 2-pack review. Gotta say, I'm really disappointed in Null as a figure. He has like zero paint or wash, not justifying the $8 price point. Thoughts? Yeah.
I'm saying, Fat Man, you
I didn't
on the head.
I didn't watch the review. I only checked out the pictures on Hasbro Post. But yeah, let us know what the review was like. I did look at these other pictures on his Instagram, though. The pictures of Venom in particular look pretty good. I'm still kind of upset that they used the toe feet for Venom instead of just.
At this point, it's just they're just doing it to fuck with you.
They're either doing it to fuck with Boog, or they're doing it to really please Russ.
Basically,
it's one or the other. There's one or the other, man. Shout out to
no, there's no middle ground there. Yeah, it's one extreme or the next for sure.
Come on, you're really telling me you're gonna pay $80 for this set and this Venom with the detailed textured body reused from the Venom movie figure, and yes, the toes and all that, but you still got pins. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
What are we doing?
Yeah, this is a weird set to debut the $80 price point at.
I mean, you know what it is. Again, these are both very large figures,
Yeah.
So it's two Builder figures in one pack, basically.
This kind of feels like, I don't know, like, this is weird to say, but Mcfarland could have done these characters better.
Whoa.
I don't know if I would go that far, but
What? Well, as far as giving you a little more paint work on such a detailed sculpt, like, or what should be a detailed sculpt like this,
I'm interested to see what people do with this head sculpt, because I mean, especially this one right here, the sculpt is there. You just need some grit in those teeth, a little wash, and to bring out those lines on his forehead, and like
there's nothing like paying $80 for a figure that you have to paint yourself.
Yeah.
Nothing better. That's
how
Brian
Merchant is right, though. He's saying the comic feet wouldn't have worked on Venom because of the texture on the movie body, but that's never stopped them from putting the textured Bucky cap feet on the regular non-textured.
All they needed was some
lower legs.
Triangle. Well, they would have had to swap out the whole leg, though. That's the problem, because there's no swivel at the shin or the upper calf.
No, it could have just been the foot.
I don't know. Is there? Well, I guess I guess you're right. I guess they could have just put new feet on there.
It would have looked whack because the texture just completely shifts. I don't know.
Go look at every Cyclops, though, that has the Bucky cap feet, and they have like the textured, boot bottom that are supposed to correspond to like the Buccaneer boots from that original Bucky cap that have like that leathery texture, but then they give him the regular muscly non-textured shins.
True.
Go look at your Cyclops. I dare you.
You know,
Let's not pretend that that's ever stopped them before.
Honestly, with the raised price, could put a wash on Venom's teeth.
This
they can afford to pay to like drop the dime it costs, like to add a deco. I mean, realistically, how much does a deco pass cost per figure? Like less than $1. But I mean, I don't know. Yeah. Whatever.
They're already charging you like $90. This set just screams GameStop sale, $50, and that's what I'm gonna do. There's no way I'm paying. I just can't be paying no $90 for this. Man.
Yeah, it's a little overpriced for it's the fact that it's the debut though of this higher price point. You got to give something extra. You can't just say, all right, it's two really big pieces of plastic. You gotta put the details on there, man.
Yeah, especially because this Venom, like, yeah, I get that he's a really big figure, and I guess you could consider him a Build-A-Figure just because he's so big. But at the end of the day, this Venom was $25 when it came out. 22 when it came out single card. Like,
and don't get me wrong, this was the star of that wave, and when this one came out, it didn't even come with the Build-A-Figure part, and this was still the one to own. So yeah, the fact that it's mostly a reuse or just a few kind of updated parts and couple different head sculpts and shit, it is what it is. But yeah,
here's what I'm talking about real quick. Look, these are the Bucky cap textured leather feet on the plain ass muscly shins.
The proof is in the X-Men pudding.
And yeah, this Cyclops figure is years old, but all the Cyclops still do this.
Oh man, you look at that right there. You remember when they used to put the numbers on the legs? What a fucking dick move that was. Like they just put them straight on the thighs. Like, yeah, that's what I want on my figure. Just a bunch of numbers.
Here's a more recent one. Same thing. Leather texture on the bottom feet. No texture on the shins.
Boom. So
let's not pretend like they couldn't have done the same thing for this.
Boom.
They didn't want to spend the extra bread. I'm under the impression that like 60% of Marvel Legends collectors and fans didn't even read this fucking story anyway, so they don't really give a fuck about Null, and they just want Venom, and they also just want a good big comic Venom without these wings and shit. So I think a lot of people are going to pass on this.
Yeah, I think, like I said, this has a discount written all over it.
Yeah.
See, Bean 2099, a man after my own heart. Like, you could get this set, or you could get Wave 1 of RoboForce.
Oh. And you get the bundle. You get a t-shirt.
And I got the t-shirt to go with it.
Yeah. Where's my t-shirt, Marvel Legends team?
And Pock Photos, friend of the show, bringing up a great point. With the Surtur, the Surtur was at 100% all new figure at a higher price point. He said it's wild because I remember when Surtur came out, it was 50-60 price point, but that seemed like a deluxe figure.
It did. It was huge.
I saw it in stores for the first time. I just discovered like a new little vintage shop near me that had it loose, and I'm like, yo, that thing is actually huge.
Yeah, I remember when I found it in the store, I thought it was one of those, those Marvel toys that have the 5 points of articulation that are really tall. I thought it was one of those. I was like, oh shit, what the hell?
And real quick, a super chat from Fat Man. Thank you, dude. Saying back to my comment about, I don't know, McFarland maybe could do these better. But he's saying McFarland would give Null a huge hunchback and have his 14-year-old nephew sculpt the figure with crackhead anatomy. But only $20 would be nice.
Oh, no. But I think this was the only Marvel Legends news from this past week. Well, this and the fact that the Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure wave is starting to show up in some places. I'm pretty sure E. Rivera got the whole wave. He's got reviews up on his channel. I saw MCU Collector with the figures. One of my figures have it converted on Big Bad Toy Store, and apparently it's been showing up in Walmart as well, if I'm not mistaken. So Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure wave. I forgot who I was speaking to last week, but they told me that Bonebreaker is very nice, but that the they were disappointed that he didn't roll. There was no like.
Oh, come
What?
on.
He doesn't
Yeah.
roll?
Yeah.
That's bullshit, dude.
Dude, fucking McDonald's toys roll. What's going on?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Wait, but this guy has tank treads. You're telling me they don't roll?
Does not move, bro.
There's not even fake little like wheels on the bottom? Nothing?
Not even like some old school '90s just wheels under the wheel type
Oh
shit.
my
Yeah.
god.
All
That
right.
sucks.
This is a yikes, bro.
Oh,
Not
and
just
no
that, but-
pullback feature, even if it did? Oh, come on now.
Yeah,
Not
that's-
just that, but like I don't know if it's just me, but that seam is really bad.
Yeah, let me see how the seam looks from the front though.
It's rough.
Mm.
Oh.
Again, another situation where the whole lower tank part could just use a nice wash, man.
Yeah, it looks it's
But
looking like the
figure, the body, the head sculpt, the shades, the gun, all of that stuff looks very good. It's a very good sculpt and design, and very accurate to uh, a couple of particular iterations from the comic book. So, in that regard, it's cool. It would have been nice for an additional head sculpt where he's not, yelling or laughing or whatever the hell he's doing there. Come on, man. We getting these Build-A-Figures. You charging us, per figure now. There's not even an option to buy the whole wave for some type of discounted price. Yo, you got to put the extra head sculpts in there. You got to put extra hands in there. The Build-A-Figure in particular, it's got to be top notch. You got to have 2 head sculpts with the Build-A-Figure and interchangeable hands. Like,
yeah, and
wow.
this was my big issue when they announced those price bumps, was that when they did those polls very specifically said that to charge a higher price, we would get more for what we're paying, and I don't see it. I don't fucking see it.
I don't
Man.
see it. But real quick, going back to that Vulcan.
Let me read this comment though, real quick. D21. This might be the most foolish comment I've ever seen.
I know. I was just reading that.
Is the serial number still on his thigh? My brother in Christ, he does not have any thighs.
Brother in
love that.
Christ.
That's
no
so
leg.
great. That's big brain comedy.
Oh no.
But yeah, let me see that Vulcan the in-hand pictures. So this is the new sort of medium build male buck that's gonna be replacing the Bucky Cap mold for the foreseeable future. We've got pinless elbows and knees, butterfly joints. This is going to be the standard sort of medium male body. And I must say, it looks very, very good. However,
It does.
for
The first
Vulcan-
thing I noticed, though, maybe I'm nitpicking, but
What's that?
are the knees and elbows a different red?
They are.
Look at the kneecaps and the elbows.
It's rough. This is some real Lightning Collection shit going on. It's weird.
I think he actually might be a little too buff for Vulcan now. Maybe I don't know. But
We loved it in a digital render, but now that it's in hand, it's too buff now. Come on.
well, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say that.
Which one is it?
It's a good mold. Definitely, up there with one of the best. To me, it looks like one of the best sort of standard bucks that they could that they've put out for Marvel Legends for a while.
He's kind of cheeked up, huh?
Yeah, cheeked up.
On a Thursday.
Cheeked up a little bit.
Oh yeah, look at that. That seam is that fabric is stretching between those cheeks.
That's the X-Men's ass, sir.
So yeah, like I said, E. Rivera's got some reviews up. Does he know all of the characters? I don't know. You'll have to find out.
I think he does. Yeah.
Siren here. The disappointment with her was that she does not have a screaming head sculpt, and that is her power. She's got windswept hair.
So no screaming head.
No screaming.
So no
head.
screaming head.
So no head.
So no
I'm pretty
head.
sure this is the newer female buck that they introduced on Shriek, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think so because it's pinless.
Yes, so that's good. This right here, just stop the show.
This is no good, man. Look at the head sculpt.
This
Dude,
is
this-
Dunder Mifflin is a part of A.C.B.A. tooth.
Yeah, man. His head sculpt, he looks like Rocky Dennis from Mask. Like, what is
Oh
going on?
no!
Look at that head sculpt, brother.
Oh no! You know what?
Man.
You know what it is though. If you actually changed out this head sculpt, you might be able to salvage this a little bit.
You know
Yeah,
what's
It's
great?
the
rest-
disc
the rest of
cutting
it's not
into the
bad.
fur that's killing it for me here.
Oh man.
the
That's
render
rough.
looks good. It's just I don't know, man. There's a lot of micro detail in that render that just
Yeah,
didn't
some-
get translated to this scale.
Yeah, like you know what this looks like, man? This looks like, you remember in the movie The Mask when that like mafia guy ends up wearing the mask and he has that big ass head?
Yeah,
It's that big ass head but painted skin tone. I don't know.
Oh no!
that is a toothy grin, but look at those gums.
Mm-mm.
He's got the Joe Swanson chin. Hey Peter.
Hey Peter, so I was thinking I might enroll in this Weapon X program.
You're not going with it. All right. So yeah, Bonebreaker Builder Figure Wave showing up. That was
Damn,
pretty
this-
much all of
this
the Legends news for this past week. Classic
Havoc
Havoc
looks good.
started a wave. That big ass Havoc prop. We talked about all of this a minute ago. Let's move on. What's next?
All right. Yeah, Rivera's got. Oh, we needed to. I wanted to bring up Maggot because Fat Man hit us with $5 real quick. He's saying that the Maggot doesn't even come with fists. All you can do is grab with molester hands. It's weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
not just that, but look at the top comment. The top comment is like, I didn't even know that he didn't come with sunglasses. Are you kidding me?
Oh no! I wonder if you could take the shades off of Bonebreaker. Yeah, that's the
Right.
Records, who is a very knowledgeable person in terms of Marvel Comics history and comic book lore, and he knows his shit for sure. OG in the community. Pretty sure Ruckus is older than me for sure.
Oh, damn.
Old enough to
yeah.
be called Uncle, maybe.
Uncle Ruckus.
That's it. Okay.
No relation.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Man, you can't give us. We have to have alternative hands. This is the era of display artists, and we need all of the different heads and hands for all of the different scenarios that you want to set your figures up into, man. Like this sucks. No shades, no fists. That's
Yeah,
whack.
come on, man. What are we doing here? Eh?
What are we doing?
Under a
25 bucks.
microscope, saying the lower torso looks like Hercules from the Avengers wave. Very astute, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I think
no.
I mistakenly said that it was the. Did I say it was Omega Red Buck or something at first? But yeah, it's Hercules for sure.
Oh, no.
Look, he's got the painted tank top, but still got that belly button on there.
Oh, my
Just for
God.
fun.
That means
boy
that tank
summer.
top is real tight.
Yeah, this is a mesh tank top, if anything.
Yeah, I wonder if
Alright.
the shade from Bonebreaker might work. That really sucks that they didn't.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
What's up with SHF, Big Paunch?
Baby.
If you go to Tamashi
Instamashi?
Nation, Instagram, they might have it there. While you pull that up, at the top of the show, Bo Biggs, the man, the myth, get us $20. Thank you so much,
Oh,
man.
Biggs, baby.
Oh, Biggs, always
You
doing
killed
it
it.
big.
What an
Thank you,
absolute legend.
BXTR Works also hit us with 10 at the top of the show with four fist bumps as well. Thank you, man.
Boom. We're fisting you back, man,
No,
4
no,
times.
No.
Oh no!
I
thought
always
that's-
do.
I thought we agreed.
No.
We call that the minivan. 2 in the front, 5 in the back.
Oh,
Incredible. Okay, so
Anyways.
SHF, they posted this earlier this week. We talked about it last week as well. They're teasing what is very obviously a Vegeta coming. They teased it with like an outer shell box that had Vegeta being hit with like a green ray. You're way too far back.
Yeah, you're going way too far back.
Oh my god. Sorry, I know, but I remember the picture.
Wrong way, pal.
Just go up to it's this
in the
right
back.
there.
Yeah,
So they first teased it with this. This was Vegeta getting hit with the ray that makes him grow a tail, pretty tight. So that made me think it's just regular GT mustache Vegeta. So if you go to their newest post,
oddly enough, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like for real. If you go to their newest post, Fabio,
they updated
the display, and now it's him taking on the Golden Ozaru form. This is directly lifted from Dragon Ball GT. He gets hit with the ray, gets turned into a golden ape, and then he turns into the Super Saiyan form. So it's very obvious that it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. What I'm hoping is that it's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but you can switch out the torso and just have him as regular ass, like just regular GT Vegeta with the mustache and all that shit.
My mustache.
I don't know.
My mustache.
I love this guy's comment. He sounds very sure. He's like, no tail, no long hair. It's not Super Saiyan 4. Sorry to burst some people's bubble.
But it isn't.
Also, it seemingly has dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it's either straight up going to be SSJ4 Vegeta, or it's going to be like a 2-pack or whatever, where it's the torso. And then it just comes with 2 torsos. SHF did that with the Tony Stark that came out, which I actually just got this week.
And they said they were going to do it with the Boo a long time ago that they never did.
Yeah.
You know what? Plot twist though. Plot twist. It's the Golden Monkey.
Incredible. Could you imagine?
Dude, I don't know what I'd do. I'd marry Fabio for it.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's drop the papers.
Let's do it, brother.
What related but unrelated? What should I do about Zarbon? Should I just go to eBay?
Oof. No, just get them off of like I'll send you a website.
Okay.
You can get them. I think you can still get them for retail, but you just got to pay shipping. But just get 2 figures. It's fine. And then the shipping.
That's not bad, man.
But is he sold out on BBTS or no?
Yeah, he been sold out.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh damn.
I started to send him a message and be like, "Hey, if anybody cancels, let me know."
Hey, you never know.
That's worked. Send that email. Yeah, I should send that. That's worked for me before, but you know.
The poll. Yeah, you can't miss out on the Zarbon. It's so good. It's the best. But yeah, man. I think it's gonna be the double pack. You know, it's not something they haven't done before. And the way that they have all the promotional material set up, it's like it's always like this new figure is always advertised alongside Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So like, it's got to be the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But you know, I mean, weirder shit has happened. So
I'm confused. It looks like it's his tail right there to me.
Well, like this is just an image they're putting over. Like it's going through the transformation sequence. So like the final reveal will be Super Saiyan 4 because this is like the middle of the transformation and all that shit. So
on May 21st.
May 21st.
Well,
what's happening?
Rick, honestly, I hope you're right because we better hurry and drop those papers before this country reverts back to a Christian theocracy.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
That's Saturday, right? That's next Saturday?
Yeah, that's next Saturday. Absolutely.
That's it. And
right.
That's basically it for SH.
Here was the date. Yeah, 5/21. So yeah, a week from tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Look how it's advertised. Like it's with Super Saiyan 4 Goku's right there. I don't know. Like why would they advertise it like this if it's not Vegeta? It just doesn't make sense.
Did we ever talk about the fact that that Buzz Lightyear is sold out everywhere and it's sold out everywhere?
Right? Yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about that. And
I just think it's so strange. Even BBTS, they sold out within a few minutes. E Rivera couldn't even post an affiliate link because it was already sold out. I don't understand what's going on with that. Like, can't they? I don't get it. I don't fucking what the hell's going on?
Gotta be quicker than that.
I don't know, man. Something's up. Something's in the water.
Excuse me.
And we did. How did you guys celebrate Goku Day? Did you guys have a good Goku Day?
I watched Dragon Ball.
Nice.
We just had Piccolo Day.
That's it. I had Piccolo Day, yeah.
Wait, can we show pictures of that? Did we talk about this?
Piccolo Day? What
The
are you
big
talking about?
Piccolo cosplay cape.
That's in
Oh,
the
yeah,
chat.
that was for...
That's in the chat,
Oh,
baby.
yeah, I'm gonna pull it up because we're here. Right?
I mean, you know, we might
That's
as well.
crispy.
We might as well throw a little sauce.
Yeah, for Piccolo Day,
Right.
they busted out this thing. That's pretty great.
Whoa!
Hell yeah. The
Look at
drip.
that, baby. He's even got the big brown boots to go with
Yeah,
it.
he got the Tims on.
That's
He's got
it.
the Tims with it.
I really got a kick out of this when I saw it.
I love this.
This is so ridiculous.
Would you walk into Forbidden Planet sideways with this, Boog?
Yeah, whenever I was cosplaying as Zarbon, I had like the armor like that, and I had to walk through the every crowded square foot in the con. I was walking sideways, and it was fucking miserable. So I chopped those shits off, and I just started cosplaying as like a fucked up Ozaru Vegeta because I couldn't stand having those long ass plates of armor.
Honestly, I could see some dudes in like streetwear like rocking this unironically.
Me. It's me. You're talking about me.
Yeah, exactly. Pulling up to the rap video shoot like this.
This was for sale?
Oh yeah, it's real. It's real and it's
Oh,
spectacular.
This model is loving it.
Yeah, I know. Whose son is this that got this gig? What?
Yeah,
love
really
it.
cool.
I love
All right.
it.
What's next?
Next up is Mcfarland.
Oh, that's great. I literally had just switched to it.
Let's
Oh my
go.
God.
Mick F.
Wonderful. Well, we had, if you guys remember, we did have Mcfarland Day last week.
Wow.
Where we got the
Thanks to the
release of-
CEO. Thanks to the CEO of GameStop.
That's right. He made it possible to release a new version of the Bloody Clown and designer edition Gunslinger Spawn.
Wow.
Todd himself had to get on camera, go ahead and talk about all this. Look
Something
at
he
all the
rarely
details.
does.
Oh, yes.
I love the fact that this is like halfway between the regular figure and an artist proof. It's like a
Yeah.
washed out looking ass Spawn.
Exactly. With the same little horsey with just new hair and new stuff, new saddle. Here's the clown. I saw the clown non-bloody version at my comic shop, and like it looks cool, but I mean, I'm glad that they're actually, he's doing a proper like Spawn line now instead of you having to like get the Mortal Kombat Spawn and stuff. A buddy of mine had the Throne Spawn, and I saw it in person, and it's like actually pretty badass looking as far as like a regular ass Spawn, but obviously it has that weird half cape. So I think if you kit bash that Throne Spawn, which is one of these, where's the picture somewhere, the Throne Spawn with the half cape, and you kit bash it with like the Kickstarter Spawn, you can get like a pretty definitive Spawn out of it. This one here.
Yeah, like just can't believe it took him this long to release a Spawn.
And it's still not technically like
It's
an
still.
ideal version because it has that weird half cape, but like the articulation on this body with like some of the accessories from that Kickstarter one, like the real chains, the full cape, all that stuff would be.
You know what?
Ideally, you
You're-
want a soft goods cape, but still.
I was gonna say I'm a little disappointed in you saying that you would take the plastic cape from some other figure when you could be out here pushing the cloth agenda, spitting the
yeah.
gospel. Come
that
on,
would be
man.
the ideal thing.
Do you want a
GPS slot got
revolution?
you there.
Come on.
The belt though, the chains and all that stuff on there, the guns, the protoplasm, ectoplasm stuff, whatever it's called. But anyway, so that was Mcfarland Day, a couple of new releases for you, but that won't stop. Even if it's not his day, every day is Mcfarland Day because he just stays coming with the drops, including some DC Direct stuff. These are all statues, so whatever. But whoa, taking a page from the Mezco playbook over here. Hey, we can't give you any DC weapons with the DC multiverse figures, but what if we put out an unrelated McFarlane Toys a munitions pack.
Yeah, he announced this on Shartimus's interview. And
Didn't announce it. He kind of hinted at it, you know.
Well, I mean, no. Well, Shartimus directly asked, like, "Hey, are we gonna
okay.
get like a weapons pack?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're doing that."
Okay.
So it wasn't really an announcement. It was just a confirmation, I suppose.
Right. Okay.
A better way to describe
I'll
it.
meet you halfway there, like like you should, and you should compromise in any good marriage.
Of course. See?
Right. Look
See?
at that.
Government. This is official. This is real. Don't doubt me.
And very smart of him to only show it with his own characters, no DC figures. Got a pretty good variety of weapons on here. Look at that Deagle with a friggin' silencer. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Just redonkulous. There's that aforementioned Spawn. There's the gunslinger with a giant, magnum with huge barrel, which would be great for a Joker. Not saying you should do that, but theoretically it would be good for a Joker. And well, there you go. You get 15 plus weapons.
What's that? A Mac 10?
Yeah, you got a ghetto blaster right there. You got twin Glocks, maybe. Yeah, like Glocks. Yeah, no guns. Whoa, some twin Colts.
I think those was 45s, bro.
No, these are the 45s right here.
No, those are guns, bro.
These are police issue Glocks right here.
Yeah, those are Glocks. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Super Soaker N17s. I don't know what you're talking.
Come on, brother. Anyone who knows me knows I come heavy or not at all. So yeah, for the price, this is good. How much is it? I forgot. Link in pre-order, or link in bio to pre-order. But yeah, good variety of weapons. You got a what's it called? RPG right here, launcher. Good stuff. 15 plus.
Missing a little paint detailing on these, but it is what it is. You could do
missing a lot, but yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Let me see how much this is. I'm actually curious, and we'll get some more detailed photos of it as well. Oh, okay. 15 plus weapons for $15 plus.
Wow.
All right.
That's $1 a weapon.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, it's definitely cheaper than any Mezco weapons pack. I won't even front about that. But
look at that. I didn't even see that. They got the big, long Joker gun there. Huh?
Yeah.
Very jokey.
And they give you the side by side on all these weapons. Let's take a look here. Okay, you got the AK. I gotta say, today was a good day.
Yes.
You got your M4 carbine over here, maybe M16. What about a made up gun?
There it is.
Yep.
I saw Anthony's Customs review of, I think, the She-Spawn, and he actually knows guns. And I loved him roasting some of the gun designs, because there's a bunch of weapons that have two triggers right next to each other like this, and they just look ridiculous on that She-Spawn. This is probably one of those.
You can shoot twice as fast.
That's true. He's a grenade
I mean, that
launcher.
just makes sense.
Oh, it's when two people have to shoot the gun at.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. Because she's a woman and she can't fire one all by herself.
That's what me and Fabio are doing at the reception.
I'm going by McFarlane logic on the gun design. That's not my thoughts. And again, they don't reflect A.C.B.A. as a brand. We already did the disclaimer.
Very true.
Okay, all right. You got the MP5 right here. Hey.
Shit. Sorry.
There's the the Joker gun. I mean, the not Joker gun.
Correct.
Don't give this to your Joker.
Nobody in the DC universe uses guns. Come on, man.
You got your RPG, which makes a great gift for your friend and fellow bar owner, Dennis Reynolds. You got your shotty right there. That looks like what?
I don't know. That's a weird design, because it looks like, I don't know. It looks like two versions of two different type of shotguns in one. I don't know what's going on.
This is throwing me off here.
The real Fallout 4 type situation right here.
Yeah.
And here we go. This one makes total sense. Huh?
This is the Peacemaker gun right here. No question.
Yeah.
With the silencer.
Yep.
Because why not?
Exactly. There's the Ghetto Blaster Mac 10.
Would you even have the ability to put a suppressor on a fucking gun without all that.
There's no way.
No.
It's absurd.
This is like in The Walking Dead, because that's like Rick's gun. He has that giant deagle, and then he puts like a bottle at the end of it for a silencer.
It's walking around with potatoes and shit.
Here's
This
like a
is the-
grenade handgun. What are these
This
canisters?
is the Time Crisis gun.
Oh yeah,
I know the Time Crisis arcade when I see it.
that's right.
It looks like those might be like explosive rounds in there or something. Maybe that's
Yeah.
what that's supposed to be.
Yeah, this kind of looks like Judge Dredd's gun, if anything.
Oh yeah, that does look like that too.
Yeah. This kind of looks like a Scar, but probably not. Desert rifle looking action. Ooh, a Tommy gun. Oh my god.
Very good magazine on that.
Oh, it's Grifter's gun. That's what Kyle's saying. Kyle Holder. Thank you. This is Grifter's gun. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Very cool.
I didn't know he was in Time Crisis. Okay.
You got the Chicago typewriter right here.
There
Tommy
it
gun?
is. But my Tommy gun don't.
There you go. Twin 45s, 2 zigzags. Maybe
Yep.
that's all we need. And then a couple of Glocks. Here's what they might look like on non-DC characters. Anyway, you get the gist. $15 a gun. These are up for pre-order, shipping July. Hey.
$15 a pack, $1 a gun.
Yeah, my bad. Yes, exactly. But these are 7-inch scale. So don't be thinking these might fit your Marvel Legends particularly well, because these are probably going to have massive handles.
For sure.
They might work. I'm not sure. I mean, we won't really know until people start getting it in hand. But
Might not even fit them.
it looks huge on these figures already.
Damn, look at that. Yeah.
Right.
Why are they all brown? Am I tripping?
Listen, they're either brown or black. We can't give you all of them.
Yeah.
They're like
It's a
really
minimal paint
brownish.
pass.
2 colors. Yeah, definitely. I mean, silver too, but yeah, that's it. Black or like gunmetal, silver, brown, no more, no less.
Look at this guy. This isn't meant for the Joker.
Right. Oh yeah, this is clearly something the gunslinger Spawn would use. This is the gun that he is slinging right here.
If
I mean,
anything says Wild West,
Why does Spawn use guns? Period.
I've never quite understood why he uses guns. I mean, I get it, and it because Al Simmons. I don't know about the other Spawns, but I know Al Simmons was like an army man, a mercenary, or something like that.
Yeah, he was a disabled veteran.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense. But like, there's a lot. There's like 3 different Spawns. They all just really like guns. I guess they're all. Don't tread on me, guys. I don't know.
No step on Sneck.
No step on snake.
There we go. So that's a little Mcfarlane action for you. I think there was a little more. Okay. We
Here
all
it
know
is.
how exciting and how the 3 3/4 inch, that said 3 3/4 inch game is coming back, right? Stronger than ever, recognizing a glaring hole in the market. Todd McF is like, hold my beer. With his page punchers. Wham, wham.
Oh man, these look like the equivalent of those like gummy like wrestling non-articulated figures back in the day.
Why
Well,
does he?
I don't know
Go
if you'll
back-
be
go-
saying that once you
Go
see
back.
him present.
Hold on a second. Go back to that picture. Why does he look like that? This looks like when your
Just me and my
grandma,
friends.
when your mom tells you, like, hold up your presents that your grandma gave you.
Let me get a picture of you.
Yeah, I'm sending this to grandma. Thanks, grandma.
Listen, he's stoked to be punching these pages.
He's also got like a little smirk there. We never see Todd smiling, do we?
Yeah, thumbs up.
Unless there's a short
I'm Todd
employee involved.
McFarlane, writer, visionary, dreamweaver, also toy maker.
And now, page puncher.
Where's his littlest employee?
I know
shows
these
you
are look so much
package,
bigger
bro.
in her hands, and he's trying to emphasize how small these are. In fact,
They could fit in even little hands. Come over here.
Todd
we'll
is
take a
married.
look. I'll
he's
take a look at
married.
the product page in just a sec so we can get a close look. But as always, he had to get in front of the camera and make sure that he shows you how excited he is to punch these pages up. Look at that. You get some reprint. Includes English comic book. Okay.
He had to let it be known. Sorry.
Which is kind of gatekeepery for people in other countries, but hey, whatever.
Hey, but you know what, man? He's on Hasbro's head with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're still getting comics over there at Mcfarland.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. This is very early Marvel Legends-esque.
This is, I think the last time Marvel Universe had the comic books was when they were doing the 2-packs for a minute, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep, even Marvel Universe broke out the comic books.
Listen, they might have lost. Todd might have gotten some bad faith from friend of the show David Vonner with his comments about female figures, but reeled him right back in by creating his favorite scale.
And not just that, but he's pushing the comics. Vonner was the mind behind MU. So,
and not one female figure in the scale though.
Oh man. How much we want to bet The Rock is responsible for the fact that Black Adam is in that first wave? I'm not seeing any Black Adam toys on that Target, jabroni. What's going on?
So he goes and ventures into 3 3/4 inch scale, but the figures barely move. Come on, Todd.
Listen, The Rock just needs to get these Black Adam figures in front of the millions.
Do they have any points of articulation?
Yeah, they got at least 5.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
Yeah, so there he is punching those pages. Now let's take a look at the actual product page here. Page punchers, bam, bam. You got to do it every time.
Yo, these look awful.
What?
Yeah, these are terrible.
Is that Morbius as Batman? You guys see that? What the hell?
You know what though? These are really bad, but it's basically the equivalent of the Marvel Legends, Marvel Universe stuff that's out right now from Marvel Legends stuff.
But
yeah,
those are purposely retro style. These are modernized in that 3. These are actually 3-inch scale. They're not even 3 3/4 inch. These are 3-inch.
Why wouldn't they just give him a fist? What is that?
What is he gonna hold?
A page to punch. Bam, bam.
He literally has no mouth.
Damn.
But he must scream. All right, we're not talking spoilers yet.
Yo, look at that hand. It looks. You know what? I'm not even gonna say what that looks like.
These are basically like shrunken down versions of the 7-inch figures as far as the sculpt. Like these are literally the same sculpts, but just they look terrible in this scale straight up.
Just shrink them down.
Wait, who was saying? Somebody in the chat was saying these look like cake toppers. 100%.
1000%.
They look like they should have a wick on their heads and be the candle themselves.
Let's go.
Oh no.
These are the Burger King special. Right
these are dollar store toys, like no question.
How much is this thing?
So these are $9.99 each.
That's not bad.
Okay, so it's not bad considering the comics can be like $4 or $5 themselves. So really, you're getting $5 figures with these.
I think so. Obviously, this is whack to us because like we see these as toys, but I mean, I think realistically, these are comics that just come with a toy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Like it's just a way to get a kid to read a comic, basically, or more incentive. Like they see a comic and it comes with a free toy. Oh, tight, cool.
I mean, technically, what's the average comic book cost these days?
Yeah, like $4 or $5.
So you actually kind of getting overcharged.
Well, I'm sure they're way around. They're way around that Playmates licenses. Like we're not selling toys. We're selling a comic book. It just happens to come with a toy for free.
I would pay $15 for it to not come with one of these. And I get it. I've been there. That's how I got into comics. Is I bought a $7.99 Spider-Man Classics figure and it came with the comic, right? But that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, and you know what this screams? This screams toy aisle at Walgreens.
Yes,
100%.
this is a Publix special, or
Yeah.
Food Lion, or Safeway, or wherever the fuck you live.
This is so, like right next to Mom's Tabloids magazines, you know?
Yeah.
Again, which is, you know, I feel like that's the point, though. You know, like, I don't know. As a figure, it's prime for roasting, but I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, Christopher Miller, they are actually comics. These are not just card backs. These are actual comics. They're page punchers. Bam, bam.
Bam, 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 bam.
There you go. I mean, yes, you do. Okay, yes, Pac. You know, it's cool. They do come with the comics. It's a fun way to get people into comics, but it's not. It's like, what are you actually doing? It's like if you want a comic, they'll just go and buy a comic, right? No one's gonna see this and be like, oh, this comes with a really cool figure. Or this really cool figure comes with a comic, or here's a really cool comic and it comes with this figure. It's one or the other. I don't know. I don't know that either is a selling point for the other any more than just it by itself, separate from each other, are a selling point.
I don't know. I mean, like, kids are dumb.
Kids. Okay, yes, kids.
Think of
for
like
sure.
it's for kids. This is for kids. Like, I'm with Pock Photos on this for sure. Like, this is for dumb kids. Like, you know, and if they go to a comic book store, like, I don't know. They go to a comic book store, like, they have to dig for these issues and shit. Like, it's not like on the new release rack or anything like this. I think this is a cool way to get like really keystone like stories like on a shelf to get kids to read fucking rad comic books. I don't know. Sorry, I'm sorry I'm not fucking roasting the shit out of this.
On the note of paying $5 more for this to not come with the toys, the trade paperback for any of these issues, because these are number one issues, the other 4 issues would come in the trade paperback and it'd be like $15.
That's true, but you're not going to find the trade paperback at a fucking Walgreens or wherever. Like this. Like, this is like the gateway drug. This is like, I would imagine this is marketed as a gateway drug into reading more comics or buying more figures. Like, you know, just whatever. This is the free sample. This is like the weed laced with a little bit of harder shit that gets
Spoken like someone who really cheebs on the regular, Punch. I mean, I get it, but yeah, it's not for us. 100% not for us, but I get it. Pox saying this directly competes with the Hasbro Kenner retro figures, or garbage as he calls them. And I don't think I mean, they're slightly different, because I think those are actually being not for kids. They're not being marketed to kids. Those Kenner Hasbros, you know, the Marvel 37 or the Marvel Legends 375. It's like a subline. I think those are specifically being marketed as, or to adults who had the Kenner stuff. And it's like, hey, what if Kenner did these Marvel figures? This is what they would have been like back then. Whereas this is like, first of all, they're smaller figures. And this is more, like you said, to get modern new people and sell them on this format, rather than trying to, you know, bring back a previous format, form factor, or whatever, to people who may have grown up in that era. They're definitely different, but you know, there you do see the cross pollination there a little bit.
Is similar to what like Spider-Man Classics used to do, right? Like those came in comic book issues.
Yeah, but those are fully articulated figures.
True. I'm not saying like this is like a direct version of that, but like, you know, it's not the craziest shit.
Or even Marvel Legends. I mean, Marvel Legends Toy Biz.
Basically the Iron Man came comics with the up until Iron Man 1 comic and all that shit. I remember that.
Yeah. And that is, to be fair, at that age, that is what got me into comics and this whole world, right? So yes, I get that appeal. But
in summation,
at the same time, back then I was like, yo, these are cool figures too. You know, you can do things with these figures.
That
the
is
figures
true.
Themselves are the appeal. For me, it seems like it's either one or the other with this.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that I bet you on the package that says it's for ages 8 and up, but anybody that's 8 years old and up that would want this, I don't trust it.
This to me is kind of like the same demographic of when, like, remember when DC comic Blu-rays used to come with shitty small figures too?
Yeah, man, and people would obsess over those things.
I think it's the same thing. Like, like this is for like this has like a collector market in mind too, the same way those do, but like it's also like for, you know, dumb kids.
It's also for some chiquillos.
All right,
It says it right there. 6+.
There you go. 6+.
That's what I was looking
All right.
for.
What's next? McFarland's done.
One more. Something actually kind of cool.
Oh, this is actually good.
This looks good, man. This better not suck in hand because this looks really good.
It's
quite
the
nice.
Martian Manhunter.
This is based on what art or what show?
Just says DC Classic.
This is a classic Martian Manhunter.
This is what everybody wanted, right?
Gold label, baby. You know what
it's an
that means.
exclusive?
Yeah, to Target. It's up for pre-order though, right now. So even though it's exclusive, it's there for pre-order right now.
There he is.
And it is $20. Yes.
$20.
Yeah, $19.99.
This
Pre-order
looks
now.
good,
Delivered
man.
on or shortly after release date.
When's the
which
release
is,
date?
I'd say it in the post.
It might.
Nope.
It does not.
Nope.
But anyway, that's what we wanted, right? If this is the beginning of them doing just straight up classics, then well, good. And this does look good. It looks like the same head sculpt as the previous one that people have been using. I think it's the Rebirth one. But it might even be the same body, just different, you know, other stuff. But I don't know, Pac. What do you think? You're the McFarlane guy.
Yeah, where's Pac photos when you need them?
Yeah.
Pac photos, come on.
Anyway, there's your Martian Manhunter. There's your Page Punchers. Bam, bam, bam. You know?
Yeah, the Martian Manhunter looks good. I pre-ordered it, so
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it is when it arrives, whenever he sends it.
I feel like I would just get a V-Toys body, dye it green, put this overlay on it and a soft goods cape and this head, and then
Oh my
boom.
God, you're saying
I
a
got a
lot of
Martian
words right now,
Manhunter.
Fabio.
Well,
You're like those ladies that tries to tell people how to make the food that they did for the party, but it's really complicated. They're acting like it's not. Like, oh, dude, this is really easy. You want to learn how to make this macaroni and cheese? So first you gotta make a roux. You know what a roux is? Oh, then it's like, oh fuck, man, no.
Yo, you're making fun of me, but that's actually what I did at my birthday because I had people over for dinner, and I'm like, no, it's gonna be real simple. It's Italian gravy. First, we're gonna make braciole. You know what braciole is? Braciole is you hammer down some steak, right? Some flank steak, and you flat it down, and you make this Parmesan olive oil breadcrumb mixture on the inside. You roll it up, you put some skewers, you fry it up, and then once it's done in the oven, then you put it into the gravy to go ahead and render the meat so that the gravy gets all juicy. Super simple stuff. They're like, my friend literally said, we have very different definitions of simple.
What have you done?
Anyway, that's my Sopranos moment right there.
I'm wondering because I don't know. This looks like a very unique sort of style. I'm wondering if we'll get the other Justice Leaguers in this sort of style. I don't know.
It's very like Silver Age.
Yes.
Type deal.
Yeah. Fat Man had a couple of super chats that
Oh,
both kind of relate to each other. So starting with this one, he's saying that McFarlane is wasting money on these tiny atomic toys. They use that money to bring back the Icons line. Todd, give me that Etrigan, Todd.
yeah, please, Etric. I literally think about that figure every day of my life. That's not a joke. That's not a euphemism. I literally think about that figure every day of my life that I'm living.
He says again, McFarlane needs to give us those canceled DC Icons figures. Guns are cool, but do the right thing, McFarlane. Me and Rick want that Etrigan.
Please, please. Come on, man. You're making all this other shit. Make that.
If they're bringing back the goddamn statues, then why not?
Please, for the love of God.
Did we read Captain McKay's comment about
No.
Mustache Vegeta?
No, absolutely not.
Going
What
back
did-
to SHF,
What
he
did
would
the
rather
lovely
have.
Captain McKay say?
Thank you, Captain McKay, one of the stop motion greats over there. He's saying he'd rather have Mustache Vegeta, but he got his hopes up for Gold Uzaru Baby Vegeta.
Oh.
I don't. It looks like a monkey. Who knows? That's a plot twist.
It's not going to be the fucking monkey.
Wow, you know what? Santa's not going to give you any presents when you're thinking like that, Punch. I'll tell you that.
Well,
He's
Santa's
coming in a
total tank doesn't even fucking roll. So
he's coming in
I'm
a
cool.
fucking tank. He's coming in a tank to fucking run over your station wagon in the pants.
That's clearly a man with a big aura around it.
A boy can dream, can't he?
I mean, they gotta do something
you
with
gotta
those
nip that in the
Ozaro
bud.
parts.
Nip those dreams while they're young.
Wow.
All right, that's it for McFarland. That's it for SHF. Thank you for the super chats, everybody. Super 7. Little controversy coming out of Super 7 this week.
Yeah, people are really. It keeps popping up on my Twitter. Like, what is this bullshit? This isn't even meant for children. Why can't they have it? Like, it's pretty crazy.
And I do love what Super 7 does in general, but I can't understand when the community fires back a little bit on some of the sillier things. Let's start with the good, shall we? Let's start with the very good, in fact.
All right.
Warlock 1992 hit us with $5. While you're looking that up, you said, "Watch the SHF be a pan, I'd die." I would die too, because I severely want a pan figure. It'd be great. All right, let's go. What's up with Super 7? What's
Super 7? The Zarmageddon is upon us.
Let's go.
7-inch Czarface Ultimates figure.
Let's go.
There he is.
This is sick.
Boog, what do you know about Czarface? I'm at a loss here.
I don't really know anything. Somebody linked this to me earlier in the week, and apparently this is based on some type of rap person or something. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know
a group made by members in the Wooten Clan.
Yeah.
You sound a lot like me when you're saying that.
Yeah.
Some rap person.
Yeah.
I think
thought it was. I thought that aspect of it was cool, so I shared it in the group chat. And here we are.
I think it's Ghostface, Inspected Deck, and like one of the other ones that's not like really well known, but I don't think it's Capadonna. It's like somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a super
Esoteric.
group. Here we go.
Esoteric and 7L.
7L, there you go. And Inspected Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And artist Lamour Supreme. On Earth 808 in the war-torn streets of Zarlem specifically, Czarface is a champion to the righteous, menace to the corrupt. Zarlem, that's right. And a villain's worst nightmare. Although Czarface almost always chosen logic, reason, and language over sheer brutality, he has mastered 67 unarmed fighting systems, ranging from Krav Maga to strong-style Puroresu, which is pro wrestling, Japanese, by the way.
Yep. That was funny that they said that.
Maintained a deadly grip on 34 weapon-based forms of combat. In crime fighting and street justice, Czarface is considered a savant in both deadly conflict, de-escalation, and lethal warfare techniques. Both incarnations of the Chrome Crusader strive for peace, justice, and equality. This is some real Will Smith stuff. Violence first, and then champion for peace 10 minutes later while giving a speech.
Yeah, this is giving a lot of people like hope. Like that comment section is just riddled with, "Are you gonna do MF Doom next?" Because they're like associated, like they've done a lot of work together.
There was a collab album, right?
Yeah. That's what I immediately thought of when I saw this. Like, they're gonna do an MF Doom figure at some point.
I think they might. Oh, hopefully this does well enough that they have no choice.
Yeah, and if they do, that better have soft goods, because this has soft goods.
Hey, and look at this. You know what? Has that always been there? Looks like you can do pay in 4 installments with shop pay.
You sure can.
I don't think that's always been there. I would have noted it if it was, or maybe it has been, and I've just been blind to it.
Maybe I think they have. Yeah.
Well, that's good. This is what I wish Mezco would do.
You can do pay in 4 with PayPal with Mezco.
Yeah, PayPal on your ass at that point.
Yeah, but it's no interest.
That's what the government
It
wants.
is no interest.
Exactly, it's of no interest to me.
But yeah, this is really cool, and he has several different incarnations. So they're kind of doing like a whole Czarface program right now. So yeah, this is the first Ultimates figure. They've done a few reactions, but at the same time, they also released another reaction right here. This is the Cosmic variant.
Let's go.
Yeah. So Super 7, I mean, they've been big in the music figures and the music scene for a minute, though. So, yeah, as you're saying, everybody wants MF Doom. Hopefully, we do get that from them. This looks. I mean,
I
just
think with
design-wise, the character. I don't know anything about the music, whatever. But the design of the character is fantastic.
I think that the simple fact that we're getting this, I think we're getting MF Doom. No question.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, especially because those reaction figures that they've done, they're like really wildly popular.
Man, Super 7 fans are fucking salty. Thank goodness we saved the chrome paint for this and didn't waste it on those pesky Silverhawks.
Chill the fuck out, bro.
Bro, they literally, it's based on the goddamn, and if it's anything like, okay, it's based on the cartoon, the Silverhawks, while we're digressing. You'll get the chrome painted ones when they do the toy based ones like they're doing with Thundercats, which is the other actual controversy this week.
And this guy Magnus Toys, that guy must be like 60 years old to be that upset. Don't you remember Silverhawks?
I remember Silverhawks.
I remember
Silverhawks like it was yesterday.
Super 7 made Silverhawks. They're not chrome. I hated it.
All right. And with that, well, today is Friday the 13th, by the way. Kiki ma.
It's my lady's birthday.
Is
Friday
it?
the 13th. She was
Hell
born
yeah.
Friday the 13th, man.
Wonderful. And that also means that it's the worst day of the year because they went ahead and revealed some new figures in the worst line. It's the X series robots. Here's X4 and X5. You've been waiting. Here they are.
Is this based on anything or is this in-house?
In-house original characters and
they'll be very lucky if they don't get sued at some point.
Wait, why?
Because somebody has used the worst since the 90s.
Oh,
that's literally the name of like a really, really big manga in Japan.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they've been putting these out for a minute.
Oh.
I think they've done 2 waves of ultimates of like 4 characters total. I don't think they've released yet, but they are out there.
Whoa, that Snoopy's jacketed up. What the?
Yeah, look at this.
He's bundled up.
Puffy
might be a
coat
cop for
Snoopy.
me. That might be
Damn.
a cop.
Is that a North Face jacket? He looks good.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, here's Silverhawks. This is last call to pre-order those. This is wave 3. Again, 3 waves up for pre-order or have been up for pre-order. Still no product in hand. So, I mean, that is the world we're living in now, huh? But the actual controversy is that they kind of jumped the gun on the latest wave of Thundercats. You guys remember the Thundercats?
I don't know that's where I guess there's controversy in that, but the bigger one was the Simpsons, but
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Simpsons, yeah, for sure. We'll work our way up to the bigger controversy because they sent out the email. They said, "Oh, here we go, it's up for pre-order," and then they took it down. They jumped the gun. This was not meant to have gone up yet, but the cat's out of the bag. The Thundercat's out of the bag. Go ahead. And the next wave of Thundercats has been revealed and shown, and is an LJN toy-based line of Thundercats. 4 characters they have already done in all new colors to look like the old LJN toys.
They did a good job. They look very much like those old ass toys. Give it to them.
But
I'm not interested in these whatsoever, but they did a good job.
Wave 6, 6 waves in, they still haven't completed the core team. They haven't even finished, remaking a couple of the ones that Mattel had done originally. And now they're double dipping and giving you repaints of core characters. So that is where the controversy does come in.
They're trying to fund those new sculpts.
Mm-hmm. Those Wily Kit and Wily Cats,
Yes, sir. Kit and Cat.
What did we say these were? The actual old, like the looks of the old toys? Is that what
exactly? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So that's why when we're talking Silverhawks, it's like, yeah, they'll eventually do a toy-based line, with the chrome paint, with the vac metal and all that stuff. But, it took 6 waves apparently for Thundercats to get there, and we're only 3 waves into Silverhawks. So let's hold our gosh darn horses.
Well, they got some interchangeable hands.
Yeah, they always have, yeah.
Yeah.
My friends locally here have the a bunch of these, and I got to hold the Mumra. It's pretty impressive. It's a massive figure. Not this one, but this one here. It's a dank figure. They're huge.
Yeah, there's one thing that I'll never take away from Super 7, whether they take long, the price, whatever it may be, they always visually look really good.
Yeah.
Range of motion, not always amazing, but
not at all. Never amazing.
On this old kind of He-Man mold, especially, but on some of the newer stuff like the Ninja Turtles, yeah.
It's crazy because Pancho really raved about those, and he said that the articulation is really good. But man, that Tigra, like, it's funny. There's been like a lot of Super 7 beef been going on. A lot of people were pissed when they got that Tigra. The leg barely. Look at that. That's terrible.
What did I say was good? What?
TMNT. You said was good.
Okay. TMNT was quite good. Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy that these just they're not, and you'd consider that you'd think that they would be because the TMNT is much more bulkier.
Yeah, this is foul.
I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the show or if I told y'all this behind the scenes, but when I met up with Danny and Ed last week to see Doctor Strange, Danny had just picked up his Super 7 Tigra, and this was his third version of it because the two previous versions both had such fucked up paint apps.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept trying to swap it out and replace it or whatever. But like Rick said, it looked really good. Like the figure just, looked good, but like, I don't know, that articulation.
The unfortunately the articulation for those Disney figs are kind of, they don't live up to the hype.
Unfortunately. I watched Wade's review of the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, maybe even like the whole wave, but that one specifically stuck out because he hated that Mickey.
Yeah, I watched his reviews and I canceled all my pre-orders. They're statues essentially with cloth.
What is up with Lino's anatomy? What is that bicep?
He's jacked, brother. 27-inch pythons.
That shit looks like Big Papa Pump.
Yeah, those thighs too. That's looking like Scott Steiner too. And if you put 2 and 2 together, they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
He's got like a bulging muscle on the side of his knee. What is that? What muscles are those?
Somebody get Anthony's Customs in here to talk about this anatomy.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
It looks like I forget what it's called, but it was that like when dudes are like injecting something like directly into the muscle to like make it puff, but it's like a big bubble. Yeah. And then these dudes are like
Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. It's
what is that called?
Pull it up,
I'm not gonna look up videos of it because that'll get us censored for sure. But
that looks wild.
Yeah. Although to their credit, they started adding the pinless joints and all that stuff to these guys too, so they are getting better in that regard. But yeah, like especially compared to this Wave 1 Lion-O, who's got the old He-Man joints and all that. But yeah, same design.
It's called Synthol.
Synthol, that's right.
Yeah, these like fake muscles that all these like dudes out of the States use because it's not illegal.
Yeah, it's usually in like third world countries, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like South America, India, like like Eastern Europe, like it's pretty crazy.
Here is the currently released Chitara.
There she is.
Compared to, what you're going to be getting from this LJN inspired wave. All right. And now the big controversy. This was unfortunate. Super 7 sent out an email saying that, if you pre-ordered the Simpsons line, Wave 1, which had that Krusty the Clown, some of the items may have changed from the original listing. So take a look and make sure you still want your pre-order. Here's the original Krusty, right? There he is, looking crusty, as usual, right? And here's the new one.
Rough.
Crazy.
All right. Let's try it again. Number 1. Number 2. Number 1. Number 2.
Wait,
can you show me number 2 again?
Damn you.
So what's happened here is they've removed the cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Krusty had the smoking head with the cigarette. He had the smoking jacket.
So
The
smoking
monkey
head.
had the cigarette.
So smoking head.
So no head.
Monkey had the cigarette in his hand, and then Krusty had another hand that was gripping the drink and holding a cigarette. New one. Drink, no cigarette. Monkey, no cigarette. All new head, no cigarette. No
New
smoking
head?
jacket.
So no head.
Yeah, no smoking jacket / robe.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so annoying, and I would be really pissed off if I pre-ordered these and they said it. But I think that losing that robe really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Like those cigarettes, I understand. It happens all the time. It's happened many times. Like how many times have we seen people remove the cigarettes like after they advertised that it would come with it? You know, it does happen all the time. But like, why the robe? Like he's worn it when he's not smoking before. Like,
Yeah.
really,
Or even give people the option, you know, give them the robe and people will just find their own cigarettes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a robe. I think it's supposed to be like a smoking jacket, right? Let me see.
Yeah, pretty much. But he wears it like in between, you know, he wears it like backstage on the show all the
Right.
time,
Yeah.
regardless of whether he has the cigarette or not.
Yeah, it's rough, man. And not just that, but like, did they add an accessory to make up for the robe? That's a
Yeah,
huge
they added
accessory.
one free inside, one jagged metal crustio,
Oh my god, that's really reaching, huh?
which was not, it was, I mean, they gave you the cereal box before, but now
Yes.
they've added the actual jagged metal crustio.
That's fucking rough, man.
Yeah, that's too bad.
It's not a good trade-off.
Yeah, people are really pissed off.
What's the difference? So, like, I assume, like, the drink in the glass is some sort of tonic or some shit like that. Like, or it's alcohol or something, right? Like, it has to
Yeah.
be. Like, what is the difference between just what do you call it? Suspending disbelief and just thinking that's like green Kool-Aid versus just not painting the tip of the fucking cigarette to make it look like a cigarette? Like, I don't know. It's just a stick. He's just holding a stick or some shit. I don't know. Like, that just
Yeah.
seems so weird to me. Like, if they can like fudge that this isn't alcohol, like, I don't know. Whatever.
That's odd. It's odd, man.
It really seems. I mean, Disney is they own The Simpsons now, right? Because they own Fox, so it does seem like alcohol okay, smoking no.
But you know, it's strange because
The Simpsons is not a kids show anyway. To begin
No.
with.
And
Yeah,
but this is also the same company that's photoshopped 100 years worth of Walt Disney photos where he's just holding his hands like this in a lot of pictures with nothing in between them.
yeah, it's so strange because like the show is like the plot of the show is almost always around him being at the bar. Like I don't get it. Like so it's okay for people to drink, but God forbid they fucking taking nicotine. I don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
What's the problem?
I think it's just like, I don't know. In it, like, Simpsons is obviously for adults, but like, you know, kids watch that shit too. There's a fucking Nintendo game based around Bart, like, you know, in the 90s and shit. There's like Game Boy games based around Bart. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously there's a market there for kids too, but at the end of the day, this isn't even a toy for children. This is marketed as a collectible for adults. So
Right.
Yeah,
And Boo Cat is bringing up a good point. They've got Duff Man in one of the waves, which is an entire alcohol-based character.
very true.
yeah. It's weird to know why the line ends at cigarettes but doesn't at alcohol. Like it's just strange. And I mean, this isn't the first time Disney's done it. We remember when that Revoltech Wolverine was going to come with a cigar, and that was overseas.
Yeah.
Had nothing to do with the U.S. We still don't even have distribution for Revoltech in the United States, and they still nixed it. So, I mean, it's odd.
It is. But again, go look up any photo of Walt Disney officially released by Disney, and it's like, why is he pointing like this all the time?
Or it's not him pointing, it's him waving for no reason.
Right, yeah.
It's just like, hey, like man, this guy waves a lot, huh?
I think it's just because like it's easier to like lie about alcohol, like it's just juice or something, but like you can't really lie about a cigarette. Like that is a cigarette. There is no other imaginary fun thing that looks like a cigarette that is not a cigarette, right? I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. And the whole cancer thing, could kill you.
Yeah,
I
but
just think it's
cigarettes
hilarious that
have
there's a
never
Duff Man, like at Disney Universal. There's a whole fucking Duff Man tavern, or like,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah,
like,
they have Moe's Tavern.
Moe's Tavern is there. Like, it's so
Mhm.
crazy.
it's
And
unbelievable.
cigarettes are definitely responsible for all drunk driving accidents.
Not
Right.
just that, but like their main attraction is going in there and getting the flaming Moe.
Yeah.
I got the Flaming Moe. It was great. I saved the cup and everything.
Nice. All right. Well, that's it for Super 7. A little controversy, some dope stuff, but hey, this is the adult collectible market, baby. Things are in flux sometimes.
They're in
It's
hot
weird.
water.
Yeah. Quick little thing from NECA while we're here, because we're still in the midst of Monster May.
Wow.
Whoa.
A few quick hits. Classic The Creep from Creep Show is coming.
There he is.
Because he's a creep, because he's a weirdo. He don't belong here. There he is. 1 week left for Bride of Frankenstein, April O'Neil.
Dang. This screams, please pre-order me. We've printed too many.
Well, this isn't even a week. It's 4 days, because this ends on Tuesday. Here's some more photos of her with the other characters. Hey, look at her with her boo. See what I did there? Her boo.
Yes.
Ooh.
I need like a thunder clap like sound effect for this soundboard.
I guess it's really not that much. Just a kid robot, ghost face plushie, and then they're doing a contest. If you want to win some Jason Voorhees merch, boom, boom, boom,
Very
dope
nice.
stuff. But tangentially related, because NECA also does, and Super 7, do their turtle stuff. Let's get into some third-party business now in stock right now from 5K Toys. The Turtle Van, it's in.
Yeah,
They beat everybody to market on this.
DeviantArt, go to his Instagram. He has it in hand.
Oh shit.
And a big shout out to him. He sent me a little care package. It finally got here after being stuck on a shipping container for like 2 months.
DeviantArt or Deviant Studios?
He sent me a Dino Charge. Sorry.
Wow.
He sent me a Power Ranger. A Black Ranger from the Disney era. It was like a Target exclusive, and like now it goes for like mad money over here. But apparently it was just peg warming over in Singapore. So he sent it to me along with some is it bendy webs or spaghetti webs? Who does it now? He sent me some of the Spider-Man webs that are super hot that we saw in the 2099 photo, and some like little stickers. So thank you again, man. Like, what a great
Nice.
little surprise. Like, you totally didn't have to, but man, that really means a lot. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, it's funny. He has a picture of it next to his bed, and that shit is almost as tall as his bed. That was bananas. Yeah, one of those pictures in his story is look at that. That's crazy.
Crazy is right, dude. Because this kind of came out, for pre-order around that same time as when Super 7 was doing theirs and NECA put theirs up, and it's here. They beat everybody.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
I could see a lot of people getting this right now and canceling their NECA pre-order.
Yeah.
I don't know about all of that shit, but
What?
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not happening, but this is lacking quite a bit of detail. But somebody a couple of weeks ago got really mad at us and put a comment on a video about this van and how we were not being fair to the third party company.
What? I was singing its praises.
Yeah, I mean, we
I don't
didn't
know.
give it a happy ending or anything. That's what they were looking for. But come on,
Yeah.
I've definitely said this is a fantastic alternative.
I think this is, I mean, like you said, it's missing detail, but it's also like a third of the price. I think it's a pretty fair trade-off, and it's big as shit too. So
Well, it's the same price as the NECA though, which is
Oh, is
technically
it? Oh, my
the
fault, my
same
fault, my
design.
fault.
Yeah, this one was like $245. The NECA was like $250. So basically the same price.
Yeah,
Was it
but-
245? I thought it was one something.
No, this one's 245. It's up on 5K right now.
Oh, okay.
I guess the trade-off is that that you just get it like a year before NECA makes theirs.
Yeah. But it is kind of the same design because this is also like a toy or not a toy, a cartoon based van. The Super 7 one that was like 500 is like based on the original toy meant
yeah,
for
okay.
like the Super 7 Turtles. So this is really a NECA alternative because this is based, it's basically for the cartoon Turtles. And even though, yeah, it might be missing a little bit of the detail as far as like some of the shading and, the paint and all that stuff. If you have like the SH Figure Arts Turtles, this is the perfect van for them. But even like the matte coloring on this, or actually the kind of style guide NECA Turtles would look good on this too, like the brighter color ones. This looks good, honestly.
Mm, that's good shit.
Look at that. All 4 turtles can stand comfortably on top.
Yeah, I hope that guy who said that we weren't giving this shit a fair shake is hearing this because I don't know where he got that from. I really liked it when we saw it the first time, and I still like it now.
The scale's right. Look, there's plenty of room in there for them to hang out.
Yeah. If I cared enough about turtles, I would own this.
Honestly,
I
I might get this for the NECA or for the Mezco when those come out eventually.
Oh yeah. That makes sense.
Might get ahead of the game on that. Just
Old
hold
Mezzies.
this forever until those turtles come out.
The old mezzanines, huh?
I mean, how much? What is it? 4 interest-free payments of $61? It's not bad.
That's a steal, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this might be the van for me. Personally, because I love supporting the third parties, and I love I like having a display,
Yeah, you didn't even have to go to the dealership either.
No, I
Fantastic.
didn't even lose value as soon as I drove it off the lot.
Exactly.
Here's the other turtle vans by comparison, but these are, smaller retro ones and all that. Different, but also the same. All right.
Okay.
And then there was another third party thing. I just got this. I sent you guys the link earlier. I actually ended up getting it. I think
Whoa.
this is really cool. 1/6 kit. They got 1/12 scale drug dealer.
Drug dealer.
There
Just
he
drug
is.
dealer.
Drug dealer.
But,
Drug man.
they could have came up with a more clever name than that.
Well, for those who don't know, this is Walter White from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I was hoping for a
Balter.
Balter Black. Yeah, Balter Black.
Balter Black.
We're pushing P. It's Palter Plaque.
They should have named it Walt Whitman for sure.
Oh, that was so good.
That would have been good.
Yeah. But look, even like a real soft goods handbag and everything. That's awesome.
Real meth.
Yeah, dude.
They could have come with so many clever names for this. Come on, bro.
He's
Drug
not even
dealer.
okay. That's wrong because he hardly actually even deals. He's the manufacturer. He's the scientist.
Absolutely. I was about to say the same thing. He does not deal.
No, but
This
this is
is
for
empire
Maniple.
business, not the drug business.
Yeah. Jesse, we need the methylamine. Yeah, I had to get this. I love Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul is incredible right now.
Why did you stick that gun in there? Wasn't the like one of the most iconic guns from the show like a revolver that he
Yeah, it's
had?
more of a revolver, I would say. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Money, sunglasses, regular glasses.
They got
hands.
the fit right as far as his outfit though. That's for sure.
Yeah, no question.
It's got the wallabies.
You got the boots, those
The fur.
and this is from Maniple. Maniple does some of the best basically
best
mini
head
Hot
sculpts.
Toys head sculpts out there.
Yeah, there's
Did
no
you
question.
say man nipple?
Man nipple, yes.
And nipple. Baby.
Which are okay at the beach, but woman nipple, no.
You remember when when he first made a head sculpt and we all didn't know what his name was? We were like, is that really man nipple?
All right. Was that the end of the actual regular news?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Let's catch up on some super chats real quick. Before we head off into.
I think we talked about that Moon Knight though, right?
We did.
Did absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty much it then.
Let's see. Earlier in the show, Fat Man was talking more about Mcfarland. McFarland was wasting money on these on these. Oh, you said that already.
Yeah, we read that one. And real quick, before I forget, while we're still on it, this is $85 total, $25 deposit, $60 when it ships.
Very nice, very nice. That's a good price.
Oh yeah.
Fat Man also said Super 7 needs to work on their paint jobs on figures. Have a few, and they all look like they're covered in grease and slop. They look terrible. Why do you keep buying them? Just kidding. I'm curious which ones you own. Like, I don't know. Like, High School Creations really did the whole company a fucking service by showing me these Ninja Turtles first, because they're really great figures. So like, all of a sudden, like, I kind of believe in this line just based on Ninja Turtles alone. Pock Photos said, gotta dip out, but I'll catch the rest of you on the replay later. Your boy got paid, so sharing a little love with the A.C.B.A crew. Keep it crispy. Thank you, man.
Pock Photos, baby.
Thank you, Pock Photos. Off on his own venture. We wish you the best of luck.
Oh, PW Toys teased that Doc Ock and Green Goblin.
That's the other thing I needed. Yeah, one second.
Yeah. How could we forget, baby?
Come on.
The Doc Ock looks crazy because of the different heads it comes with.
Did they show the full solicit? Because I've only seen the teasers.
I don't know about the full solicit, but I've seen like 3 images of the Doc Ock with like a couple of different heads.
Oh, I gotta see that. I haven't found them. Lago didn't post them.
What? Don't you dare slander his name like that.
Let's see.
5K did have the original teaser, so maybe they have more photos on here as well. I know here's all I've seen so far is literally this image.
Oh no, I saw full images earlier today. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna have to find those real quick then.
Oh my god. I love the 112. That's fun.
Yes. No TM at the end, I noticed that.
They're simply describing what it is. It's not their fault that they spelled it out a similar way to another toy company. It's just a spelling.
It can mean anything.
Yeah, they're just describing the figure.
It's 112 collectible figure, not 112 collective figure.
I said the picture of the Doc Ock.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh.
This isn't real.
What? I love this.
This is like a backyard homebrew.
What?
Is it? I don't know. My friend shared this with me. I don't know if this is actually it. It looks like
that first head sculpt doesn't even look like it. What's going on? That's Elton John.
They're going for like a comic version on this, but I don't know.
I think you guys are mistaking him for Elton John.
I mean, I get that because I was wondering. I saw this head sculpt and I was wondering when he's going to come down. When he was going to land.
That boy, he plays a mean pinball. I'll tell you that.
Maybe look some more, because my friend just shared this with me saying, you see this? And I just assumed it was this.
I mean, it looks like from the teaser, that is kind of the design they're going for, is the live action Doc Ock. But this image right here, I think is just like the key art from like Spider-Man 2. Same with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not pictures of the figures or anything.
I don't think so either. So if maybe this is just a custom that somebody put together, but it looks good. I want this right away, please.
Yeah, besides the Elton John head sculpt, I'll take it.
Yeah. And Rick, not even to correct you, but you meant to say that this boy is too young to be singing the blues.
This guy holds Tiny Dancers for sure.
He can hold what? 6 at once.
At least.
Yeah, that's probably not real.
Yeah, I want this to be real, and I want to purchase it.
Hell yeah.
That's it. That's literally it for news.
All right. It's spoiler time.
Oh.
we didn't even talk Moon Knight last week.
I know, right?
It was very upsetting, but we'd gone on so long I could not justify it.
Yeah, so we're doing all the spoilers this week then. Let's talk quickly Moon Knight and get into some Dr. L'Etrange.
All right.
I'm getting some art to put up. Hang on, so people know what we're talking about. Did you guys see Moon Knight, by the way?
Oh yeah, Boog, you were behind. Did you ever finish it? All right.
Man. Come on.
Is he speaking?
I don't think so. His mic's muted.
Okay. Just make
He
sure.
might be actually, but who knows?
Make sure. Oh my god.
Do you guys remember when Moon Knight became a knight for the moon?
Oh my god.
Oh boy, do I. You know what? I've been going back and forth with a few fellows on the internet, a few friends of mine, good friends of mine, close friends of mine. Some would even say great friends, top friends, best friends. Some people use those words, not me. I don't know. But I thought that this was too short. I think we needed another episode, man. I don't know how you guys feel. I liked it either way. Don't get me wrong.
It was the shortest episode though.
Yeah, it felt really short. And it's so strange because you wonder if things were forced onto the show because the director came out and said oh yeah, the best scene we shot for the series, where I thought Oscar should have won an Oscar just from the scene alone. We cut. So I was like, what?
He'll never get that award now.
Yeah, why would you even say that? Why would you even tell us, oh yeah, the best scene of the entire show, we cut it? Like, what? What's going on? I don't know. I think it needed literally just one more episode or just extend the finale, 20 some minutes. I don't know, but I thought it was a little too badly paced. I thought it was really trying to get over really fast. That makes any sense? I don't know. What you I still think it was good. Don't get me wrong. It was really good.
Yeah,
it was good, but it was moving fast. Sorry, go ahead, Munch.
I think it felt rushed for sure. I feel like if there was any episode not to rush through, it was the last one. There was a lot of really cool shit that while it did get tied up somewhat neatly in the last episode, I felt like a lot of that stuff deserved a deeper dive, right?
Yeah.
And not even the fighting and shit like that. I thought the action scene at the end was fine, but after getting such a great episode before that had virtually no action in it besides one scene, I really wouldn't have minded if the final episode was just more character arc stuff and then just some fight at the end.
And you know what's funny that you say that, Pancho, because that's what it was supposed to be. The director said that the scene that was cut was a really emotional, him confronting his mother.
Yeah, I did hear that too.
And going into that room that he kept telling.
Oh, that would have made a lot
telling
of
him not to. Yeah, it was going to be a whole big thing, and it was going to really drive their connection together. And that was cut. And when I heard that, I was just like, man, that fucking sucks. Why would you cut that? I honestly don't understand cutting like that. Disney paid millions for this to get made. Why would you cut something I don't know. It's very odd.
Well, I heard
feels like a dumbing down for the audience.
Yeah,
there was
definitely.
I think it was a Screen Rant video or something where they talk about the end of Shang-Chi, and they talk about the end of Black Widow and all that shit. It was revealed in that video, or he reminded people that it was revealed a while ago that when directors sign on to these Marvel movies, the whole movie is basically storyboarded already, and they basically have to work around these big giant set pieces. Something happens, and then you can do whatever you want, but by the end, there's this crazy fight, and you have to get to that point, and then maybe you do something after that or some shit like that. But you have to do like this big ass fight, and that's not even directed by like the director of the show or the series or the movie or anything like that. So that is definitely what happened here.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, it's hard to know what goes on behind the scenes, but like he also said in an interview that that Marvel wanted him to do 2 different cameos to connect the world,
That I did hear
and
that too.
and he denied them. So like, why does he get to deny that, but he like can't leave those scenes in? And he described what the scenes were going to be too. He said one of them was obviously Blade, and that the other was apparently we were going to see in the first episode. It was actually going to open with Khonshu in the past and him interacting with the Eternals, like when he was alive.
Oh, interesting.
And it was going to connect Eternals and then Blade, obviously, again, like that's the way that all worked. And they didn't even shoot it. They didn't even.
I would imagine it's easier to cut something like that and then save money on like flying in a cast or doing all the prep work for like shooting real people versus like we already started paying like this studio to start animating this CG fight like 7 months ago. So like we can't cut that. Like I don't know. That's what I think.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I definitely assumed that like it was like the same thing with Blade. You don't even have to get him in the room. You just have him record a fucking line in a booth somewhere near his house. I'm assuming they thought like, oh, okay, so we're gonna have to pay for fucking Salma Hayek. They think
all these people. Yeah, especially the Eternals.
Yeah, pay Salma and fucking buff Bollywood or the way that Kumail Nanjiani just buffed up like that. It's unreal.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, I felt it was too rushed, but it was really good nonetheless. But just too rushed for me.
Yeah, I definitely felt like there was something missing, something cut, and for the shortest episode, having come off like a very character study type of episode, I guess I get why they wanted to just make it a big spectacle. Obviously, it wouldn't be like a Marvel finale if there wasn't a giant blue laser in the sky or something and like a big CGI fight. I like that they and that was kind of fulfilled by like the big kaiju fight, which was cool and like different. But I like that the fight with, Moon Knight and Layla becoming the Scarlet Scarab officially, was more of like a street level thing and, taking down goons and fighting Arthur Harrow and then playing with that same, black in, and then Arthur Harrow is like basically dead or, defeated, and then taking him up to the thing. But it definitely feels like there was something missing. And I think maybe at some point in the editing process, they realized that they were going to, in fact, do another season. So they cut a bunch of stuff to leave it for that. It's kind of what it feels like to me. I don't know. Because when the series first started, it was pitched as like a limited series. And then even Marvel, when they put up the post, like the series, they first said the series finale of Moon Knight is airing tonight or whatever. And then same post edited hours later, then said season finale. So at some point they realized they were going to do more of this. And maybe they wanted to leave some of that stuff for later and just fulfill that obligatory, like big CGI laser fight at the end of the show.
Yeah. What I was telling, I don't know. I keep not saying his name. It's David Walton. When I was talking to Dave.
Oh, D-Walt.
Yeah. My other issue that I had, and like, I understand his point of view and I understand the mystery of it, but I like, if you're going to make the last episode a focus of like the big fight and whatnot, why would you cut Jake Lockley beating the shit out of Harrow? Because like, I understand it. I understand the mystery, but we already know who it is. Let's cut the bullshit. We know who it is. We know who took over the body anyways. And I think it's a better mystery. You see him go off fucking nuts and you don't know why. So I don't know. It seemed like such a cop out to me. Like, oh, the fight's over. You didn't even get to see how he beats this guy when he was on the edge of his pitiful rope. Like, I don't know.
I think imagine
narratively it works as a callback, but yeah, at that point we already knew.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just left for like a stinger, at the end, the post-credits scene.
Like the end fight didn't even feel satisfying because of that.
Yeah, it was just kind of over.
Yeah, it was just over. He's like at the end of his rope. He's about to get killed by Harrow.
Yeah.
And then he fucking, passes out. And then we see that he did something fucking crazy and killed everyone. And it's just like, well, okay, I guess we'll never know.
But we will know. I mean, it was hinted at plenty of times throughout.
Yeah, definitely.
So when it ended, I don't think anybody thought that was actually it with that. I don't know. Yeah, I did feel like there was a lot cut out, especially because, again, the show had been so introspective and such a character study up until that point that it literally just felt like that entire last episode was just meant to satisfy the action quota for the series altogether.
Yeah. Definitely.
And even then, yeah, we didn't even quite get that because of that time jump or that, the blackout kind of thing, as you're saying.
Yeah. And like I said, I think I would have enjoyed the mystery even more had we just not heard him speak, but we saw what he did and wondered, like, what the fuck is going on? And then seen that he like comes back too or whatever. But I don't know. It just didn't feel satisfying to me. And that ending, but I did like that after credit stuff. And
yeah,
I like what they're going for with that persona, like Mexican spy or.
I would have liked it. I want to see what they cut as far as if they were actually going to connect it to maybe the end of Eternals or the end, especially because of all the god stuff, with the different pantheons of gods and everything. It would have been cool to really get that connection. I get why they wanted to maybe minimize that to introduce the character, but it's Marvel. Like, they got to connect all the stuff at some point,
Yeah, the connection did make sense. And it's funny because I would think before, like, how is this going to connect to everything? And then he explained how it was, and I was like, yeah, okay, that makes total sense. Like,
yeah, especially to resolve the mother plot line. That would have been, after you said that, I'm like, yeah, no, that would have been sick if we finally found out what was in that room. We ultimately we knew what was in the coffin, that shaking coffin, but it wasn't. It was literally the last shot of the show. It was confirming the existence of what we all suspected anyway. Whereas we straight up don't know. Maybe it's to satisfy as far as like showing us Jake Lockley for the first time in that stinger. We won't find out what happened in that room until later, because that's the first time we see Jake Lockley, manifest and be the one that takes the beating, even though it's kind of implied that it's kind of Steven. Doesn't really quite make sense for Steven for that to be the personality that he switches to block out the beatings from the mom, because Stephen Grant still has the best memories of the mom,
Yeah.
So that room sequence presumably is when we see Jake Lockley for the first time. And if they were trying to save that reveal for the final shot of the show in the after credits, then it makes sense for us to not see what happens in that room until after the character's introduced. I don't know. It does feel like stuff was cut for time or for brevity or, whatever. I still liked it though. I mean, just the whole show in general was good. It's a good character. I like how they played with our expectation of what's real and what's not. And, is the mental hospital the real reality? And the show up until this point has been like a manifestation of his desire for this like B movie adventure show, whatever. All of it, there was a good what's what sort of element to it that I think made it all pretty fun ride. But
yeah,
again,
definitely.
It's Marvel. Finale has to be big CGI fight.
Of course.
Shang-Chi did it. They all did it. And someone in the comments saying, yeah, I also wish they had the balls to do something different, but it is what it is. That is the genre.
And you know what? That leads perfectly into the next topic. Because it's funny, anybody that I talk to that's not really as big of a Marvel fan as we are always tells me the same thing about this next topic, that it was very different.
Real quick, Fat Man Dude saying thank you again. He's saying the blackout in the final fight felt like a huge cop-out to me.
It did, man.
To save on time. It was beyond frustrating. But Mr. Knight was sick though, plus big kaiju. Yeah, the big kaiju thing I think was fun, different. Again, like the blackout narratively makes sense as a callback because we've seen that happen a few times. So it makes sense. But yeah, it's the final sequence. Like, you want to see everything, by that point. Narratively, yes, it makes sense. But from an audience standpoint, it is unsatisfying.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
maybe that's what they want. They want you to come back for season 2, and we unravel the rest of that mystery like we're unraveling mummy bandages. Okay, go ahead.
I agree. I agree with you, Fabio. I think like narratively it works really well. And then can you imagine season 2 opening up, seeing that fight? Now that the character is out in the open, that they revealed that he is real, then season 2 opens up with him like whooping his ass, and you just see that. It'd be pretty cool.
Or it opens up with the room, with seeing what happened in the room. And
all that shit.
as Ebony Leopard is saying, I think this is cool. Mark creates Steven, Steven creates Jake. That's cool. We see the rest of that room sequence, and then the show from that point could be from Jake's point of view, you know?
Yeah, I really like the difference of it all. Now he's like, it seems very Latin spy-ish, so that's pretty dope. I like that idea. Vaya con Dios, you know?
My God.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Vaya con
Callback.
Dios.
A little callback. Shout out to
Little-
the Hill.
A little, chile con carne.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Boog, if you're there, thoughts on Moon Knight? If you've
Maybe
seen it, he's probably watching it right now.
He's watching it as we speak.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta check out this show that these guys keep talking about.
Him and Ashley right now, peeping the Moon Knight. It's fantastic.
You know what? Gosh bless them, those crazy kids.
Two lovers.
All right. Well, I guess we can get into a little D Strange.
Dr. Estrange.
Before we get into
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, Rob Poe's art is with 10. He said before
Oh.
we switch, did you guys peep the? I don't know fucking Spanish. I'm sorry.
La Borinqueña? Oh yeah, that's from Boss Fight, right? Okay, let me check it out. Yes, I did see that. Thank you for the
I sent
reminder.
links in the chat.
Oh, okay. Then I won't even bother to Google search it.
Boss Fight made a figure of that character?
Yeah, brother, man.
Oh damn. Damn, is she thick as hell too? Whoa.
Yeah, she's
What
this
is
is
going
on?
thicker than prison grits, bro.
She is
What the fuck
cheek
going
up,
on?
bro.
Damn. That's crazy. This is dope. 42
Ooh,
bucks, not bad.
Oh my god.
Bro.
La Borinqueña. Oh. Speaking of
Mamma
Vaya con
mia.
Dios.
These are some spicy meatballs, huh?
Okay. Yeah, she looks good. I was gonna get them from the Boss Fight website because she has it's probably a little cheaper on there too. Let's see. But yeah, this looks good. It's still a render, but Boss Fight, they've been doing some good stuff. I mean, we don't talk about wrestling figures a lot on here unless it's relevant, but they've been doing some good stuff with their Legends of Lucha Libre stuff.
Yeah, this is dope.
Quite good. There's another link for the other figure he's talking about too.
Here we go. I'm just pulling up Boss Fights things so we can kind of see what they've done before, because they've done 3 3/4 inch stuff for a minute. But they also do the Buckyo hairline, which is actually pretty popular as well. But if we're talking little Lucha Libre action, big selling point for real Lucha fans, these are the first wrestling figures where the males have nipples. It's really weird.
Conan.
You wouldn't even think about it, but it's like, oh yeah, wrestling figures like are anatomically incorrect in that way, and Boss Fight be giving them to you.
Oh damn, Conqui Dorado. That's interesting.
Look at this. Yeah, they have a whole. It's a Puerto Rican superhero. Look at that.
Oro el Coqui Dorado. Oro and Dorado. I don't know. That's like a double. Like,
Well, I think his
Oro
name.
Dorado.
It's Gold, the Golden Ant, something like that. The Golden Bug. What is a cookie?
I think it's like gold, the gold-plated ant.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
this is incredible.
Buggy.
And then we have La Borinqueña, Luz la Luminosa.
Yeah, see
Light
what's going
the
on.
Bright.
Light the bright. Yeah, what's going on, man?
Interesting. This STEM environmental major receives superhuman strength, the power of flight, and control of storms. Amazing.
Dude, stem
Of
cells are
course,
real, huh?
she got those powers bestowed during her study abroad semester.
I'd like to study this broad.
Go ahead, Rick.
No.
I'm so sorry. All right, here's the gargoyle.
There he is.
But why is it
Yeah.
La? Shouldn't it be El?
No, it's a female. Well, actually, no, I don't
It's
know.
a man.
That's a
The
man.
penguin.
You know
from
what, we're-
fucking
La
Batman?
Gargola is the supervillain you love to hate.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right,
know what,
this is
we're
cool. So
over
she's
here-
a Puerto Rican superhero. That's who she is. Okay, got it.
Looks-
Boss
Good to
fights.
go,
I
man.
guess it's the same price on BBTS, huh? Yeah,
thicker,
$42.99.
thicker than overnight oats. I'll tell you that.
Taking a look at some. Wait, what was the other link that he had sent? Let me check that out. Let me check that out real quick. Hang on. And then this is another 6-inch figure from Loose Collector. Loose Collector is continuing to go strong with their 6-inch offerings. My God, what are these? What am I looking at?
Who is this character?
Is this the Filipino superhero? Is that who this? I forget. I'm out of my depth here.
Oh
But it-
yeah. This is I don't know how it's pronounced in Tagalog, but in Spanish that's pronounced 13.
Oh,
13.
Okay, that makes sense.
13.
Oh, she's like unlucky or something. Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming it must be like
Hey.
Tagalog and Spanish is so similar. Like I'm assuming it's pronounced the same way.
Okay, hang on. Whoever recommended these, who was it? Rob Poe's art. You can't just come in cold. You got to educate us on this too. Well, if you're in the chat, let us know. What are these, bro?
Looks really well articulated.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
for sure. Loose Collector. I mean, I like their stuff. I've been interested in this, from heavy metal. Like it's your one-way ticket to midnight. Call it heavy metal.
Yep. Yeah, that's the Filipino superhero in Manila, where
Oh.
dark supernatural forces pervade the criminal underworld. It's up to Alexandra Trece to keep the peace. But guess what? There's a storm a brewing.
Oh no, not a storm.
Oh, this show premieres on Netflix on June 11th, 2021.
That's super soon.
Yeah, that's very, very soon.
2021. That was last year.
Oh no, wait, that's the past.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
That happened already.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
hey,
Was
Boog. Any thoughts on Moon Knight?
Oh my god.
I was purposely out of that because I still haven't even finished the show.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, we're taking a look at some of these figures here while we transition over. Do these come with her? These are insane. What is this?
Yeah,
It's
I don't
devil shit.
They're like devil cherubs.
go, my children. He has horns, so
Wait.
he's the father.
Oh no. Oh yeah, he's got horns. Yeah, and the big mouth. And look, these guys just have little fangs. All right. Well, these are dope. My thoughts are, I don't know what the hell they are, but they're cool. I hope that satisfies you. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah,
What's
looks dope.
What's the base for those things?
This is an all new line. These aren't customs. These are from Loose Collector.
Really well articulated.
Who sells Loose Collector stuff? Like, do they have their own site?
I
Right?
think he had something on BBTS one time. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought it was BBTS.
Oh, you know what? He had up that
Oh,
eye
this guy.
ticket. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. There we go.
There
Okay,
he
so here we
is.
go. Evil Minions. Okay, this will give us a little more because there's probably
Oh, it's a
actual copy to
two
read.
pack.
Yeah. Okay. Is that Tarna? It's a different version of Tarna. I guess not revealed yet. So these are the Tianax, ancient vampiric creatures in Philippine mythology. Okay.
Well, school us, Poncho. Come on,
Come on, Ponch.
school.
Well,
The,
these are the
You know,
these are
Chupacabra?
vampiric creatures in Filipino mythology. It takes the
Ah.
form of a newborn baby and cries in the jungle to attract. Oh, I've heard of these. There's a whole bunch of different weird, scary.
So
shit
these are
that
like
Filipino parents
chupacabras,
just
but
tell
these are
people.
like little human chupacabras.
Yep.
Filipino cryptids, man. This is where I want. We need more
Okay.
of this.
There's a bunch of shit in Filipino like monster mythology. Basically, every monster lives in trees and makes the same noise as birds. So,
I see.
like, so that it's basically just psychological warfare to scare kids into coming home after the lights go out. Like, basically.
Gosh. Oh, that would work on me.
Every ghost in Filipino mythology sounds like it could sound like a bird cawing or a dog barking. What are the two most popular, most like thickly populated fucking animals on a Filipino island? It's birds and dogs. They run rampant. So like everything. It's crazy. Also, if you see like a cute girl and her feet are backwards, she's a ghost. Just put that in your back pocket.
You know what? It's happened to me many times where I'm hanging out and this hot girl comes up to me and her feet are backwards and I'm like, damn you.
129. Wow.
Damn. Oh, I guess it comes with that big chicken.
You can't not get Tarna without Avis. I mean, come on. Won't you take that ride on heavy metal? It's the only way that you can travel down that road.
If it is a chicken, that is a big chicken. You're right.
Oh man, I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fried bird.
I mean, you know how many villages we're gonna feed with this?
Well, it's the one from like the cover too. Like if you look at the heavy metal cover, she's like riding this thing, so it's pretty iconic.
It's wild. This is like I would have expected like some other like crazy looking dragon.
Oh man, I'm cheesed out of my fucking mind, man.
we got Petrie here from the Land Before Time.
Hold up, is this 6-inch?
Yeah.
1/12 scale.
Oh, it says 1/12 scale. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw these pictures, but they have her with some legends and
some photos.
Yeah, basically 6-inch, and she got that hip cock action, you know.
Damn.
Hip cock. All right.
Well, excuse me. And this is the tall Scarlet Witch too, because she's got the heels.
Yeah, it's not even the good one.
Yeah,
and he stood her up. Kudos
mm-hmm.
on the glass table.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That might be Photoshop. You cannot stand that figure.
The fact that her legs are still straight.
A.C.B.A. experts are still out on this one.
Those Doc Ock pictures were real, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I requested entry into the group. Alexia sent me the link.
Yeah.
Apparently they're made by independent, third party stuff. But all the pictures are still kind of gate kept behind that group. So I requested entry. If I get in, we'll show them.
I don't know what's up with that without Elton John head, but everything else looked fantastic.
When is he going to come down? When is he going to land? I ask again.
Oh, me closer.
Anyway, yes, that is some loose collector stuff that we should have mentioned in third party. But we're glad we came back because now Boog's here for our Doctor Strange discussion.
Well, tell me the end of Moon Knight. Just tell me. I don't care.
We already finished it. We don't have to.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Sure.
Yeah, enjoy
watch
it on your own time.
I mean, I kind of already know the whole thing about the Panther God or whatever. I don't know. What was the connection? Just tell me.
Yeah, the connection is there is no connection, unfortunately. They kind of
actually there's no
prioritized making it its own thing rather than connecting it to Marvel, even though like it is implied that it's the Panther God from Black Panther, but that's like earlier. That has nothing to do with the finale.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it was supposed to connect, but it did not.
Yeah.
So they missed an opportunity, huh?
A little bit. There's a bunch of stuff that seems like was cut that would have made what is the shortest episode of the entire series felt a little more satisfying.
Yeah, they said that it was going to connect to Old Egypt, and we were going to see what's his name? What's his fucking name? What's the guy's name? Birdbeak. What's his name?
Khonshu.
Khonshu. There we go. They're going to see Khonshu talk with the Eternals when he was just when he was back in ancient Egypt.
When he still had skin and wasn't just a bird skull.
Yeah, when there was skin on that skull. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
well
and that never ended up happening. Was never.
I also saw some pictures of his wife or whatever as some other.
Yeah, she's the Scarlet Scarab.
Oh God.
Made exclusively for this show.
Yes.
Well, no,
Very
she's not the
SJW
Scarlet
stuff.
Scarab. Her outfit is just inspired by it.
No,
Never
they
says
call
she's
her
the
the
Scarlet Scarab.
Marvel
Yeah.
post says meet the Scarlet Scarab.
That's
that's her
insane.
name.
First Egyptian superhero.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Which makes sense because they had been teasing it throughout the series because the dad had the scarlet scarf with the scarab on it and calls her his little scarab. And then she's like the modernized version of that original like Invaders character from like old school Marvel,
Oh,
two
okay.
times.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So everyone who's like, oh, it's some SJW like, superhero thing. It's like no, it is. It's just the new version of what used to be this old character,
I really don't understand this whole like. I don't know. It's just stupid how a lot of like I don't know the same dudes that like I don't know. It's MAGA people that just don't jive with the whole like woman like heroines and like I don't know. I don't understand.
It's funny. I seen a lot of them post how they like Doctor Strange, but they fucking hated America Chavez, and I'm like,
right.
She did nothing offensive in the entire film. Like, I don't get it. Like, what? Okay.
She existed, and she had a pride pin on her jacket. That's enough.
She comes from a universe of all women.
Yeah, it's literally all women. Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand this shit. It don't make no sense to me, man.
So on that front, we can get into some Doctor Strange discussion. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Real quick, we won't dig in too deep. I mean, I guess we could, but we could get some general thoughts at least. I want to know what everyone's feeling. I want to know what everyone's thinking about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we all gave a score at least last week, or said that we all genuinely enjoyed it. But I guess we could talk about the what we didn't enjoy. What did you think was corny, or there was some blaring plot holes and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, no more than any other Marvel movie, but it had its
what I
thing.
said. But a lot of people thought that it was not enough. It didn't really live up to its name as far as the multiverse of madness. It wasn't a lot of multiverse action. We didn't get to actually see enough.
The expectations for this movie were blown completely out of proportion. Like everybody, there was that article that I saw a bunch of Facebook dads share being like, the Tom Cruise Iron Man has at least 15 minutes of screen time. And like, none of the cameos had nearly that amount of screen time.
And and everybody was totally wrong. We didn't see Iron Man at all.
And I said that from the goddamn trailer. Everyone's like, nope, that's Invincible Iron Man right there, or whatever he's called.
Gotta admit, that still looked a lot like him, but yeah.
It sure did.
I 100% thought it looked like Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Maria Rambeau, whoever it was, from Jump. It looked exactly like her.
I've been saying it since I finished this film. Fuck all the cameos that we didn't get. This movie should have just been a little bit longer. I sound like a broken record, like with Moon Knight and now this, but like,
yeah.
I brought it up in my group with David Wallen, but the original cut of this film, the full cut of it, is only 30 minutes longer. You should have just fucking done it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, especially if Spider-Man was like about that long.
Yeah, like I don't get it. I don't the full runtime without cuts was 2 hours and like 32 minutes. Like, why not just do it? That's really my issue with it. Fuck the cameos. I just wish we would have gotten the rest of it.
Like to have seen more versions of more characters through the multiverse in this, but I guess that they have to. I mean, this is going to be the theme throughout Phase 4, so I guess we'll have plenty of time to see more. Versions of different characters. This is what we've been seeing since the Loki show anyway. So
yeah,
it is what it is. But I would have liked to see just a little bit more in this, even though the whole Illuminati scene was pretty it was pretty good. It was more than I expected actually from that. I
Yeah,
didn't expect any type of like fight scene with them. I figured we would just see them sitting and talking and shit.
Yeah. I
yeah.
like that she straight up Omni-Manned all of them, you know? It was
Yeah,
badass.
that was dope. Yeah, it was so funny that when I was in the movie theater watching it with my friend, or with my fucking lady, she was like, "Oh my god, this is Invincible."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, it is."
100%. You know
Yeah,
what though? I I think everybody's the way she vanquished everybody except Captain Marvel was cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope. Yeah,
That that was dumb. She just knocked some rocks on top of her. Like what the fuck?
She also like took her cosmic power. You could,
yeah. So
you
that there
know,
was no way for her to stop it.
exactly.
Hmm.
But you know what's really strange?
Because she like tries to like put up, you know, deflect whatever the
Yeah,
statue
and
fought
then
him, but
yeah, it goes too fast, so you don't notice it. But she's trying to stop it, but then realizes that her powers were taken away and
yeah,
gets crushed. You
Oh,
know what?
okay.
or at least, you know, weakened.
I don't know. That didn't register with me. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it goes by really fast.
But I get that because a lot of it moves so fast. That was the first thing. My first impression of the movie is like it went 0 to 100 from like the moment it started, and it just stayed there for a minute. You know,
Yeah, for
it
sure.
was super breakneck pace for a while.
You know what I did? You know what I didn't understand? I don't understand this multiversal monster right there. They did their best to let everybody know this is not Shumagarath. This is not him. Okay, I get it. It's not him. Fine. But why the fuck does he look just like him? Seriously?
Because there's another character called Gargantos that this one is supposed to be.
Yeah, but why
That
would it
looks
have to
exactly
be
the same.
like? But you know, you understand what I'm saying? Is everybody knows Shumagarath as like a huge villain for Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
This
Right.
looks a lot like Shumagarath, but it's not Shumagarath. Like, why not just pick somebody else? Like, this is like, I don't know. It's like so annoying. Like, this is
I think it's because it's Sam Raimi and he wanted to have another like tentacle
Monster.
octopus monster to call back to Spider-Man 2, especially with the whole building crawling up
Yeah.
the side of the building fight and everything.
Yeah, that could be part of it.
He did a great job. I loved the tone of this film. It's just so different from everything else. Literally, the first words out of my dad's mouth. I didn't watch the film with him, but when he saw me, he's like, "You watched the Doctor Strange? It's really different." And I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" See, I was like, "That's what I liked. That it was so different from pretty much anything else." You know, this is one of the things that our dear co-host, beloved co-host Poncho, has liked about DC is how the tones are always different with every director, and
Mhm.
I'm kind of liking it. At least when like Marvel is overseeing it, it's much more, you know, it doesn't go off the rails like DC does. But I like this different tone, man.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
my biggest takeaway was like nobody else could have directed this movie. This was like such a
100%.
Sam Raimi ass movie. It was so good.
Yeah.
In that sense, you know.
I've heard a lot of criticism about it in that regard, though, that people were just like, this is just a continuation of shit he's already done, Evil Dead, and blah blah blah. And clearly, there was a lot of callbacks to things he's done in the past. But I mean, don't we see every person that directs a Marvel movie do
They
that?
do the same shit.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's the
especially
same
like
thing.
when Zombie Strange comes around and he's got all like the demons and stuff around me. I'm like, this is some Drag Me to Hell vibes. Like, really good. Like, I understand not necessarily liking that, and you know, I don't think that takes away from the movie. I think that like, I understand why that might not make you like the movie overall, but that does fit what was happening and the way he portrays everything, like the camera movement when Wanda's like dream walking and she's like stalking the 838 universe Wanda in the house, and it's like first person camera like following her. And then when what's her name, Rachel McAdams, whatever her name is like fighting like the demons or whatever, and it's literally like her holding the camera and like like all that shit is so Sam Raimi. I think that was like perfect, you know what I mean? Like that works so well for this story and this setting. And you know, again, I walked away being like, no one else could have done this shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Just going back to what Rick said about the runtime, I feel like, yeah, they could have added that extra 30 minutes, and I think that's where we would have gotten some of these
Like what,
some
the
of
secondary characters, like the
the
Rintra stuff?
what seemed to be plot, right? Like fleshing out characters that we did see, but we didn't really get any backstory or anything. Like Rintra, like yo, we got a whole builder figure for him, and that it was nothing that tells you anything about the character in the movie.
No. I
We got-
wanted a figure of the girl that stabs the Darkhold more than anything. She was badass.
Another astral form Strange was a whole figure in that wave, and he didn't do
With
that
a-
shit
He
once.
doesn't go astral a single time in this movie.
Yeah, with a fucking genie lamp.
What was the genie lamp for?
Yeah, like see, especially like I understand when things get cut and the director's like, yeah, my original cut was 6 hours. I'm like, yeah, buddy, you fucking
Okay.
went overboard. But like when I heard that it was like 30 minutes more, I was like, man, come on, what are we doing here?
Christopher Miller saying it felt like a watered down Raimi movie. I mean, ultimately, that is always when it's going to be. It's not a full Raimi movie. It's a Marvel movie at the end of the day through the Raimi lens. So it's not going to be 100% him.
That's crispy.
But those stylistic watering downs do work for the format. Just like every like all these Old Spice commercials are all watered down Tim and Eric sketches, because they are in control of those, but ultimately they're following the style guide, let's say, of what Old Spice, to keep that metaphor going, want for their product.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what else didn't you guys like about it though?
didn't like.
I didn't like Scarlet Witch's like heel turn was like kind of weird. It was very weak. Like the way WandaVision ended, it insinuated that her kids were kidnapped or trapped or some shit like that. And then she goes and she just fucking she just chooses just some other random versions of her kids that are just fine, and then that's what she goes after. It's just really strange.
You know what? We're over here praising Sam Raimi, but it's his fault. He said he didn't want to watch WandaVision and he didn't want to know any of that other than broad strokes because he didn't want it to influence what he wrote and what he did.
That's true, but the screenwriter, I'd imagine the screenwriter watched the series.
You'd hope he fucking did.
Yeah.
But it definitely feels like he didn't. Like it is strange. Like it doesn't like it does. Her turning bad does line up because she's reading the Darkhold, but what she's doing it for doesn't line up, definitely. Like you said, they made it seem like before like her kids were trapped, and then this time she was like, I'll take any of them. Give me any of these fucking kids. And it's weird because you could easily, like, there is a loophole. Like, why don't you just go to a universe where you died and the kids are alone? Like, I don't know. It's like an easy.
Well, she
Like,
can't
the
go to the
middle.
universe unless she has America Chavez's
Oh, yeah,
powers.
yeah.
Like physically can't go there, and she can't dream walk there unless there is.
Because she'd be dead.
She'd be dead unless she does what Strange does, and I don't think her kids want a zombie mom.
It's true.
I didn't think that the heel turn was like completely like unprecedented, and that it didn't make sense. But I was surprised by it in the moment where like, oh shit, like she starts the movie as the villain. It does feel like we needed that like middle step. No, I think she was great as the villain. I actually really liked it, but I agree that it needed that like middle step between when we last saw her in WandaVision, coming off of like a kind of redemption towards the end. Like she knew she had at least fucked up, but
Yeah,
then,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But then she has the Darkhold from all this time off screen, because the last time we see her is first with the Darkhold, in the cabin or whatever, and then the first time we see her here. So we needed that middle step of like seeing how the Darkhold was affecting her, so that we don't get all of that development right off the bat in this movie. And I think that was meant to be telegraphed by how she like undoes the illusion of the orchard, and it's like all like this massive area that's been corrupted by the Darkhold. So if we're meant to think like that orchard is the cabin we saw her in at the end of WandaVision, nice looking orchard area, now it's like all destroyed and all corrupted by the Darkhold. that's meant to telegraph how much it's corrupted her because of how much it's corrupted the area. But it's meant to be, it feels like it's meant to be that visual telegraph as opposed to having maybe seen that middle step in more detail in something in between WandaVision and this movie.
True. Yeah, it wasn't really like you see like the way that they try and tell you that the Darkhold like corrupts you mentally was not telegraphed very clearly.
It was all visual, like her fingers being all blacked out and the orchard and all that stuff. But I thought maybe we would see that heel turn maybe like end of Act 1 instead of like beginning of Act 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
maybe the explanation.
I liked where it was. I don't really have an issue with that. To be quite
maybe
honest.
the explanation would have been better.
I don't either.
13
I actually,
minutes.
again, I liked that she was the villain, and I like that it's like keeping up with the pacing of it just being 100. It's like, oh shit, she's already the villain. You know what I mean? But like, and that's more what surprised me. That not that I disliked it, but I was surprised by the fact that it was like already, yeah, she is the villain, like 100%.
Yeah, like you said, like she has a redemption arc at the end of WandaVision. And it's hard to believe that character at the end of WandaVision would be okay with taking another version of her own children from another version of herself. But that is obviously explained away by like the Darkhold corrupting her and like twisting her mind to not see that way. But then we don't get a great explanation of the Darkhold does that to her.
We get it for half a second when Xavier sees her trapped in the rocks and he's trying to free the real Wanda.
Yeah.
But like it's just for half a second. Like, it's hard to know more than just that like second that we see her trapped in those rocks.
Right. But that wasn't even like that Wanda from, the 616 universe as established now. It was meant to be the one that was trapped in the rubble was the body, the actual Wanda that was in the body that she was possessing while dream walking.
Oh my God.
So he was like trying to free that body, that version of Wanda from that universe from the dream walk.
True.
Yeah. Again, I really thought she first of all, she was just a great performance like throughout the whole movie. She like kind of stole the movie from Doctor Strange, but yeah, I get it. But it kind of recontextualizes WandaVision too, as far as like she is the villain of that piece. We just see it from that tragic villain sort of point of view, where she's done all this terrible stuff to the townspeople because she's trying to like create her little family and her little bubble, and everyone else is like a consequence of that, which is ultimately a bad thing. And she doesn't really like redeem herself at the end of it. It's not a full-on redemption arc. It's like only half, because she just kind of leaves. She doesn't even apologize to people, really. She just kind of like leaves in shame, and she feels bad about it. And then the next scene we see is her getting more corrupted by the Darkhold. She kind of fully embraces the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like I said, like it almost feels like the writer didn't really watch WandaVision, because we're made to believe that there is two parts of her. There's one at the orchard that looks normal, and then there's one inside that cabin that's losing its fucking mind. And like there's no sign of that in this film, or that that she is battling internally and like at all. Like there's no sign of it. I don't know. It was still good though. It was still good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Very good.
I mean, I can't let like what I would have wanted to see. Like,
oh no, yeah.
It's more like
definitely
they went where they had to go to serve the story, but I think it wouldn't have been as tight if they like went to and stayed in more than one or two universes. They really like hopped through a bunch of them in that quick sequence and then landed in the Red Means Go universe, and then I guess the other one was so they went to 3 really, like they stayed in for a minute, because then he gets dumped in the evil Strange universe where he's got the third eye and all that, where the incursion is like destroying everything.
Yeah, even with my nitpicks, none of them destroyed this film for me or ruined it in any way. Like I see a lot of people like feel like those things like ruin the film for them at times, but it didn't for me. Like, there's still such incredible moments, like Professor Xavier saying the quote from the X-Men movies to Doctor Strange was fucking unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we're not even talking about the Illuminati stuff. We're talking about the other things about it plot-wise. But yeah, I was happy with the Illuminati sequence. I thought it was awesome. I marked out so hard at that fucking John Krasinski.
Oh man, yeah, that was dope. She fucking turned him
literally
into
was
String
not expecting that. Like, wow, they actually fan service moment for sure because of all the fan casting for years about it. But like, yeah, they gone and did it.
They did.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, and fucking Black Bolt. I didn't think they would bring back Black Bolt from the damn TV show.
Anson Mount. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. I was like, oh shit, it's actually the dude from the TV show. It's insane.
Yeah, what's crazy was that I think it was actually confirmed. The way that he died wasn't supposed to be the way he was supposed to die. He apparently died another way, and then last minute they changed it to what happened. So there's a lot of people complaining about, like, that's not even how his power works. I guess that's not how his power works, but yeah, still fucking dope.
If we're talking stuff I didn't like, I mean, just the typical like cheesiness of like, you have this power, you just need to believe in yourself, America Chavez. Yeah. And then she like does it,
very Disney. That's very Disney
exactly.
Influence. Yeah,
but it's like every other.
There's Disney.
You guys are anime fans, right? Isn't that what they do in that?
Yeah.
All the time?
It's like it's easy for me to get over those kind of things. Like I said, any issue I had, it didn't ruin the film for me, but I definitely could have made them better if some of the things would have been fixed. I also didn't like the fact that, like, we never, even if it was just for a split second, we never even seen 616 what's his name, Mordo again. He's just we just don't see him.
That's still kind of an open-ended thing,
Yeah, but we know he's trying to kill Doctor Strange, at least, although we've never seen it. That's what he claimed to the Illuminati. Like, the other version of you wants to kill me,
so he knows that Mordo's out there to kill him. But yeah, it's like,
yeah,
maybe knows that Mordo's on his like anti-sorcerer crusade, but
yeah, Mordo,
we haven't seen that. So yeah, it feels like, oh, what's going on there.
Mordo fucked up a Latino legend, El Gallo Negro, unable to walk again. Fucked up. That my boy needs redemption. But yeah, it would have been nice to just like seen him even like for a moment. Would have been nice. I don't know.
I think I would have liked to see. No, like I don't even mind like that they weren't in that many universes. I think they spent a good amount of time in each one that mattered. Oh, and my favorite thing, I was like, oh wow, they're really doing this. That like there was a lot of stuff that I thought was really clever, and the whole cleverness of like who said he had to be living sequence so cool. Where he takes over his own dead body in that original universe is like, wow. Like I thought that was so cool, because obviously I'd seen the trailers and I'm like, oh, what's Evil Zombie Strange? When's that gonna come out? Didn't even hit me until he said that because I completely forgot by that point. Early in Act 1 is when they bury the body underneath there, from when America Chavez comes over, and then by Act 3 I had completely forgotten about that beat. And so when he said who said it had to be living, and we get the whole zombie rising sequence, I was like, yo, that is awesome.
Yeah, and the visuals for it were great. And one thing that's not getting praised enough was the music. It was done by Danny Elfman. The whole film.
Yeah. Oh my God. Who is jacked really to the gills, by the way.
Yeah, man. What's going on with him, huh? He's fucking jacked to shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened there.
Yeah.
I don't know who his dietitian is, but he's fucking on it. And
that was one of the most fun sequences in the whole movie, for sure.
Yeah, that musical fight was so dope. I love that.
Especially because it was a callback in and of itself, because we had heard those piano stings when creepy things were happening, like when again, like the camera was like stalking Wanda in the other universe when she was dreamwalking, and then she would like there was that moment where she like looked direct to camera, Evil Dead style, when she finally was possessed, that Wanda and everything. And then we hear those little musical stings. So when they come back and are used as like almost like, when Deadpool throws cutouts as katanas or throws comic word bubbles as katanas in the comics, there's that meta-ness of it that I thought was incredible.
Yeah, you said earlier about the whole them focusing on those 3 worlds that they jump to. I actually prefer that too. I'd rather have 3 focused jumps than like
Mm-hmm.
10 jumps that we really don't like
Yeah.
explore well enough. Like, I don't know. We saw them travel through them, but we didn't have to stay there, so that was fine. I
Yeah,
didn't mind.
exactly. Like, do we really want to spend 15 minutes of runtime in a paint universe? Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we want to see him talk to the Living Tribunal for 10 minutes. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, the Living Tribunal. I caught that. I don't think anyone I was watching it. I was like a group of people. I don't think anyone watched that. I was the only one like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the music overall, like you're saying, the score was incredible. Hearing, the remix of the X-Men theme from the cartoon.
Man. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they fucking did it. I like the idea that this is the fucking Xavier from that show.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I love that idea. It was funny though. Like, have you ever seen the quote from fucking Patrick about doing this film?
Mm-mm.
They had me in a big stupid chair. He apparently didn't fucking he didn't like the chair. Apparently, he thought it was really dumb.
Yeah, but he did the whole fucking hand to the head, and then
that was so dope, man.
The Marvel Legends effect coming off of it.
Yeah, that was
all of it.
The jizz effect, yeah, that was fantastic.
Well, okay, maybe not the Marvel Legends.
What?
You talking about music?
The music, but also
Ideally.
like the waves coming off his head, the Yumo Gwegwe Fagi Zhao kind of thing.
Yeah, man. You're talking the talismans? Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Are we talking jizz, like Star Wars jizz music? What are we talking about?
Yeah, they were playing my favorite genre of music.
Jizz.
The fingers look right for jizz music.
Yeah. That was awesome. Just wow. All that stuff. All the stuff, all those fan servicey Mark moments, or those like actual like clever, like from a storytelling standpoint too. They had the MacGuffin be like an actual character, because she's the MacGuffin. She's the thing they're going after the whole movie, right? But she's like a character. She's not just a thing that they're carrying around that people are after. She's like a walking, talking character. So I thought that was a clever way to have the MacGuffin, not just be a MacGuffin.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was really good. Even with the flaws that it had, I didn't think that any of them were enough to ruin my experience. And shout out to Pancho with that acrylic star. His DMs must have been on fucking fire. Hey, are you making that star?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm
You're
not
gonna
making
produce
that
star?
thing. No, sir.
Yeah, I mean, there's still, there's a lot of questions still. Like, where's Vision in that other universe where she has the kids, and things like that.
Yeah, or where's White Vision in 616 when you
exactly? Yeah, he's still off with his Ship of Theseus dilemma or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was gonna show up at the end. I thought he was gonna be who stopped her.
I think when they do a full on like actual redemption arc for her, that will be the way we do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it just remains to be seen, like what's left. I don't think she'll show up in Thor. Wanda, I mean.
Yeah, no, I don't imagine so.
What else is this year? Ms. Marvel's coming this year.
Yeah, Ms. Marvel is next. Then it's Thor. So I think we're supposed to get a What If season 2 this year, and then we're ending off the year with Black Panther.
Oh yeah, Black Panther 2 is this year. That's right.
Yeah, that they just confirmed today that it is still on course to release this year, because I guess somebody asked Kevin in an interview, like, everything's being pushed back. Is that being pushed back? And he said no. He said it's still coming this year. So
yeah, I'm interested to see what direction they go for that. And if you think these people is mad at America Chavez in this movie, they're really about to be mad about Miss Marvel, because it's going to really be.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, people are going to fucking drag that show.
I could see America showing up in that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be a nice little connection.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is February next year.
Yeah, that was moved. Yeah.
Yeah, this time next year, May 5th, will be Guardians 3.
Yeah, that was interesting. I had a lot of people talking where he said that was the last in his contract, and that most of the cast is leaving with him. So it's curious to see who's going to stay with him.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Batista, right?
Yeah, Gunn said that most of the cast is leaving with him. Yeah, Batista's not coming back, which is surprising. You'd think somebody like him would stay forever because it's I know it's really hard to cross that barrier of being taken seriously in Hollywood. So very surprised he doesn't want to come back.
We've had a lot of different iterations of Guardians of the Galaxy in the comic books, although Drax has been kind of a mainstay in the modern times, I guess, or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, I do wonder. I know Bradley Cooper's not going to come back. That guy's getting into his artsy shit. Says he doesn't want to star in things that he doesn't write or direct.
Really?
Yeah, interesting enough.
He's just doing a lot of coke.
Yeah, that's a lot of artsy shit right there. Yeah, I don't know who else would leave, but we'll see.
I mean, shit, we don't. They might get killed off.
I might take them all out. I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
But if nothing else, this is also a good way to, remove Wanda from the board for a little bit, knowing how powerful she is.
Yeah,
Correct.
definitely.
Giving her that villain heel turn, and then she's gonna go off. I hope that we do see the redemption arc, but it would also it's like when Triple H fucking broke his quad or tore his quad, right? He was the biggest heel at that time. Came back, huge baby face. Everybody fucking missed him.
Yeah, it honestly it makes me wonder why her show was deemed a limited series. I think the best way to explore it is another season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't would she get her own film, and Agatha gets her own show next year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why wouldn't she have?
That's true. Yeah, I could see that too.
Why
we didn't even talk about like Doctor Strange's development too, because I think exploring his character through other versions of him was a cool way to do that as well.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Being that he was kind of not underdeveloped, but like not as developed as a lot of other characters. But
yeah, I also liked that he became breakable. I think a lot of the times we'd seen Doctor Strange and we were like, yeah, this guy's stubborn. He's just pretty much going to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And he was never going to use the Darkhold. And lo and fucking behold, this guy fucking does what he said he was never going to do. And his third eye fucking opens. And yeah, it's pretty, I can't believe he did it. That was dope to see too. It's kind of,
and I think it's pretty well established that like all the Stranges will do that. But I think it seems like this one is different enough, or has been humbled enough to not go as far in the wrong direction, like just, right up to the line without totally crossing it.
Yeah. And it was dope seeing, the little seeds for fucking Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Fucking incursions,
all that stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That Clea cameo was pretty buns, huh?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even realize who she was supposed to be. I was asking Danny and Ed, who the fuck is that supposed to be?
What you were asking, Boog? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how that didn't cross my mind or why it didn't, register.
Right away, I saw the Dark Dimension. Not that I knew she was from the Dark Dimension, but just the fact that like she was in the purple and she was blonde. I'm like, oh, that's Clea.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that like why that scene was so awkward and short and fast. Didn't really make sense. Like I thought they should have at least been given enough time, as much as the Shang-Chi one, where they're fucking eating dinner with their friends. Wong shows up or like it should have been at least that long just to make a little more sense.
I mean,
it felt
I
very abrupt.
I don't like that we like it seemed like they already had some prior relationship. You know what I mean? But that was our first time actually seeing her in the MCU. But he's just like, all right, yeah, oh shit, all right, yeah, let's go. Like,
Clea, what's up? Yeah, let's
go.
Yeah, it was really abrupt.
He didn't question shit. He didn't say he didn't say who are you or nothing. It's just like, oh, all right. Even though we know in the comic books, Strange and Clea have a long, extensive history together or whatever.
Yeah.
It's one of his many love interests in the comic books or whatever. But like, I don't know. It just seemed really strange. It seemed a little ham-handed, I guess.
Yeah, definitely was very awkward.
Especially because he like the final scene is him like opening the third eye and it's like painful, right? And then the first credit scene is him being like, all right. She's like, all right, come with me, quick, in and out, 30-minute adventure. It'll be quick, right? And then he's like, all right, cool, let's go. Third eye opens with no problem.
Yeah, it was very abrupt.
Yeah.
It was that
definitely reshoots.
That was that extra 30 minutes we needed, I guess, to flesh all of that out.
But I recognize the dark dimension in the portal behind her, like right away.
Yeah, very stands out a lot, like in the first film.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Does our score hold up? I think it's still like an 8.5 for me.
Yeah. I think it's still 8.5/9-ish for me too. Still really good, even with the issues I had. It's still such a good film. So different, so refreshing. Like, yeah, I liked it, man.
I think the way it's presented kind of makes up a lot of like the little like nagging things that would otherwise annoy me,
Yeah.
I'll give it I gave it like a 7.9 or something before. I'll give it a solid 8 after sitting and after looking at all the recaps and stuff like that. I mean, I definitely want to see it again. I've only seen it once so far, but thinking about it and thinking about all of the things that thinking about the plot holes and different things that I didn't necessarily like, it still was very enjoyable. I still, had a good time watching it, so it's all good.
All right, Pancho, what about you?
I thought it was good, and I still think it's good.
Awesome.
That's fantastic.
All right, with that, let's get out of here.
He's got a way with words, that Pancho.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
man.
me.
Couldn't have said it better.
He gets me out of this onesie every night.
That'll be.
Plugs and bounce.
Yeah, we getting out of here. P is super tired. I was already sleeping. I'm tired.
Fat Man hit us with 5 just now. He said if Charlize Theron showed up out of a portal and asked me to go with her, I would have been a yes. Please take me, even if I don't know her. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
big facts.
It's hard
big
to
facts.
disagree with you.
You know what? That scene was really like some like picking up a hooker type shit. Like they just both understood what was happening. He just was like, yes, I was out looking for, ladies of the night, and here you are. There's nothing to talk about. I'm off with you. So yeah, it was
no kissing. All right.
Do not.
All right. Boog, why don't you take us out of here?
All right. So thank you everybody for hitting us up with some super chats and donations and for hanging out with us in general. Thank you guys always. Can't thank you enough. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have a lot going on. I did put up a video earlier today. Check that out. Sort of like main course style, just not as long as a main course would be. And yeah, that's it. Follow Rick. He's
What up?
guy. Follow P and follow Fabio. All of us are on Instagram doing things that are toy adjacent, but other shit too. We're pretty interesting people outside of this. All right. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. And until next time. Peace.
Goodbye.
Bye.
He looks like he's coming through a portal, or a portal's opening up behind him as his illusion fades.
His illusion is fading.